or say an action, okay, seeming sensible and judicious in the circumstances.
Eti Dr. Dominica Yinde emusan ho say the actions na wo ye no the actions what take is bebre no or say seeming sensible
and judicious
and them wo ye no
in the circumstance.
What the stress had in the circumstance?
Yes.
In the circumstance. What if you shed the Peter the Fleece or the best see ya na explanation na real politics? What the buyer? One who the difference between politics and the real politics and what problem? The coca can you know so ewo parts you know ye philosophical changes. I will say be a MPP for bar. MPP for ye far right for center right for. And so when about when implement social interventions, yeah, can you end this for the same comoye? Why do they do that? Real politics will tell them say in reality no.
Yes.
So according to the principles or the philosophies of center right for Ghana yentimi sustain ye.
Correct.
Ya no ntino ma babinkum kakra. Ya no kwapo sensible. Enti adia wo ya tene general mo ka che se to wo bo me want tene general what made the public thing public opinion egu animasi boo for we.
Yes, also we are bra pre-bargaining
o we anu aka se bra de be shani dem be pre-bargaining and that lawyer touch aka say one was one friend say was one pick wo call was adwe boni wo dim.
Yeah,
lawyer touch any kind was one friend but one pick wo call because be kwa ba be record no wo dim the person ne kati one pick wo calls. My yes, pushia and na do boahene. Asema waka no. I tell say Ghana from penifo and sanko danasi. Because ya nye careful as we can hu. Bia wunim city see the security structure na apparatus the city a. Look. Bia wo sofo a woda wasori ano. Make us say bia wo the payroll of national security so.
It is possible.
Me say ukromo hene make us say ebia with the payroll our national security so. Hey, akwa bia wo hye kwana. Wo to apetesi one nano. Make us say ebia with the payroll so. Ebia wo yere adwuma bia wo ye area bia wo enkofo no munya interaction with the payroll our national security so. Ebia wo kuru sa de tie. Ba wonim that is how the system works. You know, a man if I said national security just to keep the sanctity of the union together. And if you be organ no the payroll so, I suffer be the payroll so. Hey, I can tell you, any people who man, you say much because I won't play critical roles. Namu ye, namu pussy. Now the trouble thing. Bishop way near man discussing bosome. Archbishop way near man discussing bosome. Or him pon way near man discussing bosome. And you to new way near man discussing bosome. She meta catcher was said. National security for betty me. Yes, I say, baby, whole man. And to what 10 cc name and body bit alcohol and then to pepe artist to be. Say, bosome say be uncle volume area. And I said, no crew. Because there's more to say than money. What go born you and shadi. A man is Raho. Meaning be Matibi ati say, National Security for to be Temska. Say, and conform me and Sabi, and will pop you more muddin some money. Ha! The peace of the area. Omuti mo muska say, Massa Sremo for the next 6 months. Travel outside Ghana. Monko free Ghana. Na asumji emraho etemonto mo boka kra mesremo a Dr. Dominica Yinde se wa ben law mu de menyes that is not in doubt but in real politics in there maybe you are yet to start learning you know kwadi I'm telling you and then no masaka bi me say man proposes God disposes and then say nyam ya no cha Mother's Day na me de anwumu she mo brafo na me bo mama nwumi na me prepare ne makaka omuti se ka ne meka eneka me huja kakra but anwum na mama yesuba they said no ya she said na ye social yi enti enwum na mma isuba mesre MPP fo empanifo MPP fo empanifo enei Just they said doing ketia kasi we jai NDC aba MPP amba so mbeja na se monye no mo beje no NDC ni bia kaso aba MPP na mo de nigie ebeje no how much more obia no watini bia bi wonye politics oye jo Bank of Ghana on cheda nye public and active partisan politics public na mencha de president Kofo hu no e se ni munyam na na Kofo ado so be man so ebe man be ni running mate obedu baby wodu and people unfortunately still see Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in the party say we a stranger na utietie nkoma ekoso baby a ya na areho at the point we ka chem say a debe many opportunity ni Dr. Bawumia say be make say company baby ntina na party the BC insi there be one penny baby ntina because Dr. Bawumia a party member me no ka say obi en hol mo ye MPP ni eche Dr. Bawumia Dr. Bawumia so nye enye MPP ni enche obi wo ye MPP ni kwa ye MPP ni si e kan so called 1992 founders in there ena mo kwa mkoto abai mo ye dodo say na say ye publisher na nya hotama klodi ni mu omo ye dodo say omo do 1000 dana na 1000 ko insurance be na mbeti ni sa nipa nipa wini eti munyai and ye start party no wo hen and ye start na pacho ye start party no MPP start party me god Asare-Bediako na mo hen but me jide say at my age kakra metimi dia support to party me jide say my kakra because me can say bro bit catch me say oh god na some okay e be ha party ni dia which means the mekan e will impact say betimi ha party ni dia it is a betimi aka so betimi aboa party no na mom no do na me nuru ho say bia obukọ cancel meeting na me nka ho omukọ say this here but it doesn't mean say people should see somebody as strange che me nka like say last week panimu bi wa MPP mu pro MPP newspapers MPP is in opposition obi en said newspapers especially now there obi a suffer daily graphic is even suffering how much more ABC news and a panimu bi wa MPP and was pro MPP newspapers mpese ka me support mo kakra jabo so me so a na me de kakra mo na mo da ko says bia mo printing course no mo de akote so kakra yeso mo ko twani nyina o mo fa nkote so kakra ena ye penny e dare adana se ewi bosome ba ko e bai se mo ye fa support ho kakra afa following month na ye twe antwe udi ache di man is well seja enye force ye na ati newspapers ye ko busa mu a MPP ni pani former minister kwa kache ni pakro ne se wonya ye support na newspaper pro MPP newspapers no ni nyina eye pro Dr. Bawumia enti wonya sa pro MPP newspapers no support amesesa mati on se de mesia brema no ase wo ha no mete sa yese na me brema no ase o mi di nipa kra tempa papa now one day I'll meet that person face to face and then nipa ko no so no so sponsor ya nipa ko ka san kwasa sem che na wo gidi ya wo jai no wo ho asem ba ejine to mai mu I didn't know say edipa bi our party mu tan Dr. Bawumia to that level I never knew. It is say wow pe MPP kanko wow pe Dr. Bawumia kanko fa Dr. Bawumia kan prayer topic ho fa Dr. Bawumia e kan prayer topic ho si da ko pon mo no ho ba ni wo hu na tamfo na we kwa defeat ni ba ye no nya mencha do hu na tamfo kakra wo but for the next 1 year atafo no be 50 se mmiri ama wo be hu omu nyina. I'm telling you, interesting days ahead. It would there enyame adma che Mother's Day anti bi ho fa no so da ho no uti wa me kasa kesa hwa ma na koma akoye yi nteja me de be sese no ma ba so koka ya no aka do dato lota do fe fa cho mo ache mo akwaba
ya aja
esi hu studio ache wo ho
wa check
research the do mo to mo kakra ma no mo twe dodo da bia nam hana ma se num sa all right tebu for lota do fe enne wa se no my Peter akwaba
yanua
so ho ye
nyankopon adom ahoden wo ho
de miasi koka etisɛn nyame tiase. All right, assessment of John Mahama 120 days. Peter me ma wo start na say ko dock straight away
wa ha omu wi na ye nkwala ya prapra se na se be na okufa be kwa me misra
Mr. Santi pa cho me ma wo
me class prefect there
so okay Mr. me ma document you me ma document bi enti say edu na say me qualify na wo di atoso amaye ne yahwe se di esiti enti Dr. Jordan Fe initial comment enye say wo ye academic the more ye ne the more assess no academically but say won so ye Ghana ni na wo tu kwan wo nante wo che nkora de enkomo a ekoso kromu tie radio TV reading newspaper social media ekoso ene wa bra bomu nsem ene tia how do you assess John Dramani Mahama performance as a lay person?
Minya be mama me na wasena me nchia ona wo hwe na otie nyina yero John Dramani Mahama yo bi a enye first time meka se yehuni da na mamu so no obi be ka se ya tena mu bi da mfi nwotwe na oye vice president de chire osaba be president na nsema yehunu na mamu mu no na ni se mfi nwotwe a wodi yeso ansa na okono na nkani amu atoto wo hwe ami records na only 2009 kwana omanto aminkani amu from 2010 de bia no mutum ombetuma 89% 90% enso nkani ano nyina so da na eye basa de bia so na otimi Bɛkyerɛ di ntra abasa enti sa bri no me hunu on disappointing me truly on disappointing me zintin say the na suba dada ne te ona ene nkani ano oba yatum when na kufa do be dia de mfi nwotwe mfi mi nsa pe na wotu nkani mu afi ba konkra de wotu nkani aso ya anka abakosem na nki hu bi ache enso satem na nkani ani gina so pa ndeze mi ho no wo ha ne yadum no o ye adwuma ne yadum no nansi a of me research amene na anam mi si ho kra de okuduro no have am current me na mi koduru gira pa off baby a wona mo Ghana bia nkani ano enyina so enso so o matimi abekirikiri mu se nkani ano ye ka ne da ho nti ka mo beto ye no ntina omo intimi ema nkani ano enyina so na o ka se ka da ho ntina nkani ano enyina so de a Jona Jegum Kufuja eka less than $1 billion, $900 something million. Certainly this is by obey de kasa ya because 2009. So as omo kono na ekana omo kaya sa nkania ho kana energy data ini hu na twem abro $2 billion na just say omo de more than the omo beto ye no aka ho so tama kufa so beto sa aka ni nyina no otimi de ose ye hwe ma nkani agina so echen John Dramani Mahama mo beto 900 something omo de eno ye reason why omo ntimi emankani anyina so na kufa do beto over $2 billion enso otimi ma nkani agina so sa na papa no wasaba last year na enema instead nye inflation in 23% kufa do yesi onye na ja NPP for bi kura ebu ni tiri so no ohwe petata krem ka so obeto adwumayefo akatwam ama ene the prevailing inflation ayina ye pepepe na cheze in nominal terms na yatum so na in real terms na yakatwa no eda ntena kufu ado ye sa o ye sa no yehudie labor union na nkrofu bi a miaminu ama na mno mo kira de ebi a eja o mo kasa ama na ya bo
o se do mu didi
o makasa mi
o ma fruma shema
adentina ese inflation 23%. Now we talk at 23. Ekobasa na just say in nominal terms and what to me in real terms. Ye da what ye da. Don't mahama buy or to 10%. And inflation is still over 20%. Some go for me out man. Say every Ghanaian worker in real terms has lost. This time around, the other one, Nana Kufuor, in real terms we didn't lose, but in nominal terms we even appreciated. This time we have lost in real terms. Ghana ni Jumayoni biya ti semeno na ketua the last year na otimi na ketua ye no afi ontimi mfa na ketua anye in spite of the fact say oda dumso mu enso ni nyina echi no the ntia ye nya ne say dumso no enye wono a Nana Kufuor na be say ne mentina omoba dumso no atwa so sa no inflation the economy was criminally managed. Enti me nua ubusame a me metia as individual no masitemu no asay ekoso we say because salary na me gene last year no 7 previous and net the me gene ntimi nye the last year again because I'm losing in the real terms and ni nyina nkan fu ya no wonama open kani aso ya de a kibia ebebo ama wonguma semu no ya de kiresem ne ma ya na betumpon no so akoye
all right, in terms of Dr. George Faye and man from the layman's point of view, assessment of the performance of the government in Tiano and Como and the Abba academic way of assessing Nema John Dramani Mahama, then the position leader Kasa Obeye now by president or can never 25 say Oba Obeye saying Obey say a born ma was say be implement a born was say obey initiate a boss was best start what to say fundamentals be anybody at all can achieve them within a short period and you know yeah share doc first start
yo omo yo
me manufacture one okay Mr. Asare-Bediako me ma wade bi hwe so betimi wa ye ho adwuma wie di a na ka de atoso na de kwa kama why medasi all right it is start be na what they atoso abra okay pacho eni etiwe meet the press ye no kuada wo Accra International Conference press center na yekoye na document no was open quotation fakos was say this document isn't just pacho na kakra bi ye da bi calm down na me person me read the quotation no was it this document isn't just a list of promises, it's a litmus test for political integrity. When leaders sign social contracts with citizens, they sign in blood, the blood of taxpayers' sweat, the tears of the unemployed, and the dying hopes of a nation tired of broken vows. Today, we hold this contract up to the light to see whether it represents the new transformation or just another masterpiece of political fiction. In TV and Eda Holmono. IRP before and then ma who party ko di wo no mo de ko ho so
ya omo ye no hwe say ababi obi di yesu bia no ne first 120 days ni performance ndi omo just be ya enko say Yura John the money mama de no ko ne ye hwe
okay et ba cho pusi kwaso ne hwe ade
ye say akoda onyina obeto no na ma na obusa ka akoba ndi we your first 120 days ye hwe Rollins the first 120 days the performance ne de chire oye na heko for first 120 days
jina ya
the performance ne de oye ya did the only Rollins the first 120 days no o share ya onya 45% nti onkosoro my
the first 120 days
kama na oye obeye military you know
okay soja ban no de component 82 no okay
na obabe ye ba mamu we mu for republic no na we first president ono onya 60% na the first 120 days 8 years no be die no
okay
ya kabo
but it also has said ma was key manifesto promises now was economic recovery social programs infrastructure and then agriculture it's a year no percentage of the man no average na 60% which means it was good 60 de na ye enye UCC 60 ni bi we ye bia 60% de na we Legon 60 Legon kwana so mo so nya asay o Legon first go Legon first here na nansko yanko enti na wo the next one so a we see papa kofo 2001 and so the first 100 to 120 days in fact most of the tire attack can 100 days but John Muhammad did 120 days by and I'm boy it is why 100 to 120 days but young koye hwe papa kofo so nyan papa jenya 60 1993 ye hwe papa kofo so 2001 ye nko so kakra hey onko eye mu nwanwa ohu papa kofo nya 65 eye wo nwanwa ohu okay it papa kofo esu enya 65 the first term no all right papa kofo enya 65 enti no enie papa kofo hu second papa kofo second term 2001 2005 to 2008 papa kofo enya 70% it was economic growth social programs infrastructure and then agriculture it is also the 70% yanko no part for you to
uncle so yenhwe yera tames then and yera tames zunya 48% me first term no me first term no start no yera John Dramani mama nyame ada romana onya akonya no ye vice president 48%.
Professor Nemu
48%.
Professor Nemu ni market ni yan for 48%.
In fact omon obaye no say ye be kaya ni ma pi basa 2009 economic growth na kofoja no kakraka no 9% no what so ba 4% ene ma ye basa pa so be kaya anche kra afi kra emu hono na petrol sem kra na opebi atraje so ko sala
un se sa na nkofo se ye no krese under pressure mills na petrol aso te Ghana na me ti yi tesi twi after na matoka afro 2010 hono 2010 so what I say na me koko sala na wana senya no kre me say me catch na me se me ti Western police station na police station bi wo for me kwatena hono mu a me nya bi na ekubo 2 am na nkofo ese nkofo erefi nzali ba to sa fato so maye na ye nko ochema esa hani ye clear pa o ochema de enye udeni uyi bue just that nkofo na akra se from person mo say no but nyame behwe ama bibia aye kama enti nzali ba to sa fato so na ye nko Professor Mills wonya se 48 if Professor Mills at the first term no from 2009 to 2012 no yen hwese die esitie na ye say na omo person maye background of all previous governments no say omo performance et say first term ni second term na et say na ababedu ede Mr. Asare-Bediako fayetu na yen ko ne hwese bia ebetima ya adile kakra ho okay no problem ma me hwe adibisia na nkofo bi ni me chia yam wo Facebook wo but
anti okay
no patcho betim di akso
anti yo na chese yera John Dramani mama ono no so first term no ba kono ya be president onya 58%.
The first time onya 58%. And they said the first time no the first coming no he did better than his second coming.
Yeah he said menye so se nema be ko yi
and I yet say coaches bi o mo second term anu makogu mu hanu mas no
eno krampo no se yeni ehun se sa ba no so o hwe for republic ya o ko fa growth o ko fa the economic management ni bibia sa yini na wi kra ho analysis no se wo ka se wo de tumpon je se no kra wo sha ase yi no okay enti yewura nana Akufo-Addo so eba no 2017 the first term onya 78%. Whoa. 78% the first term the
okay enti yen doc we submit me bi we see no
na the second term no onya 65%.
Doc bacho I ma me check adike to ebi we see wo hwe Nana Akufo-Addo first term no most are the achievements be saving fini. The person you show the main achievements now with achieving the first term now.
Okay.
Education, just for education, we say free SHS policy announced and implementation began September 2017. And economics, so now front now VAT on financial services abolished, teachers to nursing allowances restored. And then job creation, so 1D1F proposals received 51 projects identified. Governance office of the special prosecutor established. And now you know a course of number 78%. Major education milestone, but industrial projects delayed. And I'm more a challenge just all no a buy. And then the second term, 2021 to 2024, so one day at 65%. Mutual 65%. It's no. Mostly health, 600,000 vaccine doses secured. Ghana Cares launched. That's limited implementation. I know that the Ghana Cares. And Mahama be Ghana free ho. I don't know about Mahama. Hey, and they say
he's a hope.
Why you Ghana for what the Ghana? What the Mahama say hold moon? Okay, and now. Agriculture, so mostly PFG, that's Plan for Food and Jobs, and so it distribute to more than 1.2 million, 1.2 million farmers. Infrastructure, and so to man 65%. All right, Abba, it's about your really and cost higher the really and cost. Okay, right. At a young co has a straight away. Call wait, Marco. It's a professor, but didn't start I say no, and no, but young cost yanko and local governance and accountability. Dog patronizing say yanko.
Yo, enti said na mini ago den HH mu no. Said omo ye nhye ni ye hwe governance no. I mean amamu no a obu na say 25 niema na o promise no. Ye chemu mako nan. I say the net do so pa economics. Yeah, you be bomodin say be famu 10. But ama answer na meka the promise 25 no. Ma menka asemba ako say omo ede sa ne promise na oyeye no omo put together no. In fact, omo anya ade kra.
Ade
say minua be ma okọ class 1 ade a ye ne aye call say be ekurasi school ya ne ye nchira de kra ye call am class 1 ya ne ye kotwe anwea from Monday to Tuesday. He say obi ankaso o si die obi kaso o si die kwa da mo call ya muru adema ne abodon eso obi am ko fi nko fa ne ma ne ye kwa akọfa akotwe anwea sa to na anwea kan ni mikrom dem ma ye da ne ye twe anwea so ye kra no ne in 1 2 3 a disgrace. My men can be anti-said public document, say political party. Now document ke CSR. Now why na ochro 1 2 3 no ochro ya could do 21 now I jump 22 na ko 23. Enti achinye ba ho ne say bi mu say the promises na year 26. Enya 26. Omo jump 22.
Ono akse kra o kata no ogitum say 25.
So enti enye kura na sa public yi sa na sa an error we ntimi ehu
error ni say
public document so offer the 120 promise na almost say 26
by 25
but 25 and na uko
omo ye
Jubilee House omo page say ya omo list no they agree say 25 promises
but no mukase 26
the mistake in a buy na ye said the main manifesto no mo ye no omo duru 21 no the next number and say your friend 22 years and your friend and no coach 23
enwiamu
no jump 20
and famu no
oh na ba public documents say na sen ko mu
okay
enye papa ediminu ya shase wo governance and accountability the key focus no na transparency, anti-corruption, institutional reforms say kata share any jurimu ni nema na de ben satraye na oba no why na dwen say obey one ne manfo in terms of ankrofo ombebo na ma yebu oman no the government appointees any oman mu ni nyina nje say be na wa sha ode bebo public person ho by ye nyina yisika no nje say be na ode bebo ho ba say de be ya enkudi ba akofo ebutom edi yenko intentem so awa say ho
but yenko
enti de dika no na or say said the bear name abeko wano ama amamu na timi asweni no within the first 14 days no obe nominate the cabinet ministers nyina aha mamenka say ebi mu so kra challenge say 14 days no wentimi nominate the cabinet ministers nyina but man 100% wa ha 100% ne de man no I think say I for enfranchise the core mandate no case obe nominating the cabinet ministers nyina wentimi anye na emom as a nakakra pa ho no wotimi yeye enti eno na ma ye gina so kan say as the core a year no person any sa I don't know wotimi
say obe no with 120 days and so far so wenya
and wenya enti in the main document no case within 14 days
yes
but and I'm say during the 120 days within year that na man 100% it na man 100%
say the multi max we actually there be a document say the multi max actually ujafi ye be twa so mo nimu na say yiti kakra so mo fa nche ye na mo pass ye de kwa baby ana Peter me boa
no ya je pa
sad so am for bu esefu yo la church yes sama ya ni na ye hwe ni 120 days no mu say the 14 days no wentimi anya sa de but no kwasam ne say anche bia wotimi nti na ehia ma say ye bona ba so tie ma 100%.
Okay, yanko
we dey content yeah the next one no say no as your ball number 2 afa home
I said the mobile number 22 try no
yes sir yeah said the bear for bit me afo oh where one and yes you are mistake na
yanko
here can you yanko trainer okay so this is the problem I take for me pamocho. Number 2 no ekwa another thematic yi ya pese ye fa no said ye na ewo omu manifesto no
yes
it actually no established code of conduct and it was number 3 on their main manifesto
yes
but here no under governance and accountability no ba be
and man na ye 25 and na mo mache mu 9 eti mu che mu 9 board man number 4 e ba ko be a third different thematic area
yes ma
and any mistake
okay any mistake
yes
okay established code of conduct for officials and then say you who say
the day before 120 days the best no and the be wo mu
now I think say e pass how do we and ma ka bi ma nka bi amamu ye no say nka so ja ba ya nka we nka sa do nya nka nti o say we say unim say amanfo bi be abontra be yesenti no anu mutu bi kaye nti also ye mo ne ye mean some man wa 70% but the way omo rush be ye ni ade no just ne the buy nti ase na anse da ntodwa kese enu nti na ho ye ma no 70% minu ya yenko so minu ya yenko fast okay and number 13 which is item number 3 for the governance and accountability and no say forensic court audits and the national cathedral omo kan say oh yakotutu amena ase sika 58 then million then yetu amena the most expensive dam then no mo ba be hwese be hwehwemu 58 million US dollars yeah amanfo bi adi akotana ba bi adi bi o ye say ye dam amikwalugu dam and so the same thing scar train niam na bi ana MPP say obeya 7 predators and woman to me anye galam say ya omu ye ya say wo hwa say excavators ayira omu say omu di omu ye kronkron pa omu ba omu be hwehwem omu beti committee am ya hwehwem ama within 120 days no nsema Ghana for petie e wo sa de we hu bi ane ate me ne wo kasa ya ante ho hwe akwasi bidini nti won ye man omu zero ya ante hwe
mahu SML so ho
ani nyina omu so mbe
mahu SML mahu ajapa mahu PDS
ni nyina yente ho hwe
ambulance papers 13th African Games mass set okay mass set mathematical set yanko patro to aso etiwe so no eye 0 mutwa mu 0
eye twa mu 0
kude wade kwade baby yanko
okay banning appointees from buying state assets I know we said the way opene kapa tama obe president no oya no kan say oma obia enye sa kama eye de enso tama oluzu ya na kufa do bae no ya omo nkrofo bi sisa aka sa amanfo bi di akire no obekọ na omato ya omujwa
ba wa mutari tobi
no mato na eti osio na asentem bia no me you don't demand mama the nona me fidi ba ko kasara am ka say we be me bi anya ko ma pa unya bi da na no dadodo oh no sir ko na ma ne ye 10
ana awula yo de
ko na ma ne ye 10 pa obedi o mu nyina unya bi na no unim say asema yenka asem magana fo nyini at any point papa no be kasa ma say bibia wo reason
but we Russian trained communicator
we are the pa no dear in fact I say twa no book ye born about
we modern day Googles
say come the crowd but wetin am hu say come no boy ye wadwene na ye say come no come the oh enti also ye man zero ndi anko
that number ni nyama na
ba no go ba we dey ye that
okay and I got
yeah also reform
scholarship administration
and also amanfo bi kikan say na now the bread so you say unya MPP ni a unya scholarship because you dey but mate say attorney general deputy scholarship unya bi
emi house no NDC ni
and so omo beka na ye uko platform bi aso a no ba ye unya chimni a unya scholarship political patronage cronyism nepotism ye ba ya ye be say ye be insachire mu he ye mu ba ye ntehwe nti also ye man zero
okay try the zero yanko
yeah purge security agencies of militias na sa ni ma me tia
na wo se obi kan anya fortune kan
me tia ya na eye me ya pa because
purge security agencies
of militias militia security agencies na militia wo
mentiase hey badaya eno omo kaso mbe ndomo boy yente in fact atiefo ne ahwefo nsema ye ken
aba wa maye
dia wo kan say
me ba do wi am about challenge wo
dia wo kan so obeye ana ye kan wasem but we are not looking at the merit of we are not looking at the merit of they no so obeye no but we are looking at the occurrence so obeye so why you so anyo na ye hwe not the merit but bremu
I saw it's not even the merit of the so obeye no but whether he's really done it or not why
okay
me no can say more than 20 generals and ya mo kofi and you see he has done it woman 120%. John Mahama has purged he has purged the military of the militias because that be at one say ya me the mothers in but I'll go back to my natural mood what to be that what to be that
generous power over 15 or so
about 25
mom
okay and then to the extent they say and again they CDS chief of defense staff menye sure say the history of Ghana I just say be a military rule time no na ade Bɛkyerɛ am wa assume na dwuma as a chief of defense staff na ya mano another star the abola beti obedi CDS na otwe miensa ni asama another star e da abola beti because baby anu won a lower rank in terms of generals na e wo form why one star say why 3-star general mebwa within 1 month 1-star general why be 3-star general and for me number 21 the President Mahama has achieved it. He has successfully purged the military of militias why
security agencies and military no why what about other security agencies
the minimum military why military one
in fact asema area I got thinking one here the baby agro so ya sempa no can because on bibi akwa say NDC per se systematically no or turn Ghana into one party state na in doing so no obi a wonu omunya adwen bia no wo ye enemy of the republic eno no omde ko judges ne ho ahwam so no judge bia wo nkasa ma wo mu wo ye lecturer na wo kasa ne nkoma wo mu obi a wo ye enemy of the public omu ye so I mean highly intolerant
yanko
seriously enti sawa se mu dachi bebe di hu nko
ba she be di hu nko me ped na kra yanko
yo okay okaza reopen probes into what
election killing etc
ayawa so ye nyina ye nim and assembly na nka ye to abai wo ayawa so sa tamalefo ya omu firi ba bi so omu be ye niema omu be ye dai hwane de omu ba ye
wa ya na wonye
so ya ho ye ntehwe
med of Ahmed Swale wa ya na wonye
ye ntehwe
former IGP say onye hwehwemu up to now and no one.
Is it ACP now no commander?
But Dampare is gone.
Why started Dampare on ye? Nippon why started no so ye.
And what you need?
Yeah, but this thing was so clear. Adiom koye yo mun na attack security. And obiji asumbo name we are not supporting it, but that is what happened. And tiasemensi krumanda any obey dia baby sa omu offering a woman organize a bia or de car coffee for man for you. I then I won't yes I don't know. And that's what I'm confronted no omudomunya Ghana for. I mean, we are not serious. We are not serious in this country. Okay. Probe Akutumbo Dam spillage. I don't know. As so much as see the home commander, you know, baby, crying, you know. I mean, budget and I say, it is a discabi bay. Sicano say near day, ye de commemorate and crofona in so uniform and I say the year day. No, cause I mean, I go then. No kwasem say sa dam no say eyema na uja no say enu baby e be say the whole dam ti edu baby e be say a na ya bi ne ko but ye pese solve sa de we a enya nipa na oma ezuiru omu no with all due respect to them amanfo pia kwa yi omu mo adada aba ne betun ya pekakra sa de aboa omu na me ye pese solve problem we a sa nsu no baby e fa and they say ye pedam bi akese pa na ya near the yemfuo so what I say and no that's solve problem no more than just because as get 242 so okay say oh yes we the move say 150 million e ko di say adwuma na obetimi di aye pa ya da chi bi say so no ye bia enkoye but say we the na say we the koti sidai and now ko chairman microphone mo na da chi bi say so no saba na ye bia the problem will come again
na me see say there no e say me ko ho hona me hu say NDC for hu bra wo hwe ensuo na epu ba ye no eni enkuro na wo ho no severe for amomo enyuma sutire say ensuo na ebeba etimu nko akire a I cannot less than 1,000 people eni be wu moti say ensuo ni fa wo bi
Bakokre no loss of life
so almost anya announcement but ensuo na push ba ye no there is no way could the people escape because they had been forewarned ema no munyina free ho no munyina free kwa chi ye no ntina so nti man fa obia no so mo say asade ban yan kan ti obeda say mo da na jo
na ye politics too much because sanso ye to say been predator enyo bi na menso no to ye very unfortunate say obi die na munyina mo dam ti dam na ebo Ghana nti no obi dai bebuo ewo ho
me what the 5%
yeah me penny ade metakoye adwuma ho pa ko na ko hu a yare hosem me pe ho but abai say obe solve problem na me de enya all communities no nko owo mo bi on fa mo a no problem but omo modern say nsuo no ya ye bia baby efa no yempe baby a yibebi e befa na akogugugu da bi ma sa nkrofo na nkekwa akọ se omonema no ombenya ho ombetimi de ayekua aye fish aye niema bebriba omobenya ho niema me feel say I don't know say abaya dwene ne ho a
omo wo hospital bi wo side ho bato hospital nko busa udi ahinkan mo omo wo specialty bi etwo ombe yama osisi bato hospital anya senketwa etini nyina Ghana fo nya benefit o tinye se obi Ghana ne yenji chem what you say etike so to le kokko fa bato hospital a eka de chu na ekoho ho de chu de ja yo ombe yama osisi ene ma de no specialty etu etru yi ene fibroid
we are the fire issue.
I'm telling you, me
it's a man for cop.
Oh yes,
a man for cop.
Me the boda in kind of call, boda in kind kwame. Of Peace FM. How look you need here. It one day open better calling CCA. Obeti make the one dance or mobilize boys. No the mobilize boys no the mo ko hono. Drop part your twaswa.
Yo, I go. Okay, Diano, you can't in your boom, so man cross look kakra. You can't in your was a governance and accountability no omo bi ante ne ma no 23.13 on average omo kra say wo ka say the okan so be kra ne the obai the okan so be no an so on share da nye na emom the anka so be no in terms of governance and accountability and na omo ye pa
dog but going for the any say the be ya and go be faster almost say we no sha very summary of the first next one also yakwa summary no so
number 13 number 10%. What have they done so far? I think all this
National Cathedral COVID fund
and commodity bia shall say near the
okay
okay who Tennessee I'm home to Bashada na menka today no holmo it but say do me ya adwe say
I think that
going forward no
that will be
yeah nti wo not don for this year but was scroll it down when I cut down one yeah cost baby assembly no ya mo boss ho say be bitimi aye na yakwa ni mu entem anti economic research yanko sa so na do so kakra bam say ebe gina fapim bi so and me hu madam ba ko bi e wo Facebook me classmate and was say if the fundamentals are strong and the better so no my yard within 3 months partner fundamentals it me I resent the same
3 months or 1 month
yo 1 month
NDC budget started working 1st April
correct at economic reset 9 promises
lean government to acquire 80%. Prof, me no money adwin.
Yeah,
yeah, nyame no kwara ni ade ba akoso amanfo abuafu ye pa ye say akoma lean government 80%. Papa, you are very right. Me come to say people are very annoyed with this. Yeah, but Ghana for Mumfanche, unfortunately, yeah, the Ghana for nim dia ni o madwene. Any day papa no so papa no nim nyansa pa wonye ni paketo. Enti what the Ghana for the mo dwene ni dia mo pe no. Eno na or the making the promise. Ghana for nim die nyina ne say ka size of government na ye ministers. Government ye Ghana for ye nim die nyina ne yade atom. Enna ye nim say you say the entire Ghana for nyina ho kire ya ene ye sorry ye obi peso ko rent ya all piska kutua ne rent a onama onya no because of the size of ministers and the government ministers no dosh ye problem nyina no Legon professors e bi ne UCC KNUST professors akasakra ba bonten be kan say Ghana ye problem pa no ministers dodo na ya fa wo mo eti yewura John Dramani mama tie sa professors nyina voice and was say ene meti so oba so nyame no ko de o se ayoyo ministers no wate so pa ya abakosem efa 1992 yi ababia ni ho a sebe ni ministers shate se yewura John Dramani mama why ade pa na wonim antina meka se papa no why excellent no owie no na Kufuado the first time na our ministers and their deputies, regional ministers and their deputies. Here are John Dramani mama. Owie no Ghana for who say madwe mo ha. Ministers no na mo de ya calculation. Eti me deputy regional ministers. But me frɛ omo presidential staffers in charge of the regions. How? Eti oyi ni 16 ministers, regional ministers we no. And where you omo deputies. But when we saw from deputies because according to research and professors akuku dem bia no ministers no kwa na do so a problem. Enti what change din no was a presidential staffer in charge of Asante region. We are deputy regional minister because sika o man be say wo ho no. The same as the deputy minister no. Enti when who say Ghana for ya dwene mo happen. Did I make say e be kakra 3 days wunya aduane ni kura na ye be che say no obo aye wadwene ye was ada what did enti hono papa no you see we are not looking into the merits of the promise namum the waye by move your hand you be look into the merits enti why are there pa why are there lino 80 no asechire no economic dialogue adie ba ko a eye mabufu pa na nkan ne sa de wi me fi se na hu hia eno de meka merit ni kaka because amamra no ma National Commission for sorry how do you call it? National National Development Planning Commission. National Development Planning Commission amamra no ma no kwa se ono na on dwendwene fa economy no ho ba bia ye pesa yeko the first na ye Ministry for Finance and Economic Planning and they say economic planning ni nyina ye dia koma wo mo enti omu na ye saa de we na kama covid see ye na actually Russian-Ukrainian crisis by ya Ghana economy ni ye basa no December 2023 and na almost share process bi as say ye involve all the economic players in the country private sector edwadifo ho obia de rep eba na ye make obia meka the pesa Ghana nye by the year 2057 Ghana at 100 say the nyina pesa hu Ghana na say saa nimdifo nyina obia omu nyina timi behia na say timi kira adwene say ya ye benya krata ba ko a in the immediate term medium and also the long term no ye betimi implement say baby aba saa krata no na dey odi be ya adwuma ya saa de we enkomo we enkomo ye di acha ban ready be ye bi ema akire Nimo Thompson ba onso de ne de ba ofiri oba na kufa balance onso di bi ba enti akoye
Nimo Thompson is back
akoye bebrebe enti de ye ni say omuti committees for all the various sectors of the economy me na meka economic team no ya I'm emeritus professor in society and ye che
former VC
on say some anya political and onso obi ante
IT
on say anya political and obi ante na crop ya susubribi Asante one na ye one chair the whole no
the dia kasa for SKB Asante
so what say yo ya Alisa hotel ha and yetena yes ade we very comprehensive ye we no yes ade ko ma committee bi akoye ne de ho adwuma e ma almost 1 year document o and you put it together to share the document became ready just getting to the end of 2024 ya yewura Mensa Abrampa and the this ade unfortunately papa na we ya nyame mfa ne crazy
Mensa Abrampa
Dr. Mensa Abrampa ade it wasn't political, everybody was involved. The year who political governor ponti apart from me who governor ponti bia na ye professor wenji de no ye wenji minister Jambafo
non police so academic
so sana meka no so what I say eti ye document papa say pa kesi say ya and the previous yini nyina na ye hweye enti na
adequate ko pa mu hu no say na one san wo NDPC
Yeah. On the chair.
And that's why you saw him
on the chair. Oh, we did it at the back of the ruling government. Yeah, no money spearhead. Now we are mobile. Almost as I because the Joy FM interview me. Any other even my can say I don't think we are going to see anything different. I'm power we no nema omo kai no just say who are the papa bi omo kai cry duru de ye ne ye amisa ngoma kese na ya da ho no just say ye eka keke na ye bogana eka keke but no ma ye ndi ye fa 60% and scrap draconian taxes taxes be a wo na say we kenufriata so be ye bi taxes almost 17 on the on the 17 either so scrappy and I say they will reduce your tax rate
okay
and we buy we must bo ma be levy we ye free ho why I said the aka omantimi anye ya omu kan ya omantimi anye covid levy na no kra no omu guso a so omu be it is all we hear answer na hono na cheso mo ya de 90% me ni omu problem but me go to the merit no back with the national economic
review industrial import taxes
and also so me no ka say o ma ha say di hu nkomo enuru ba bia mpempenso bia say de na o kan say obeye no within 120
man nkomo okoso ntie ya be fa de sa 24-hour economic policy
still I entiase but the nim say o ma di hu dwuma bia say o ma national coordinator ya ono cross what the minister ya ono
and o ma sa 29 member presidential committee
ya almost so ye o mo nyina be diska export development council was no one be ye chair and also so odena no kan no and then komodi ekoso ye hu hwe 30% job creation and then April ya beba ending no and then the main 3 areas na o kan adwumaru amone de keka ka ho no we launching nyina so all of them have been launched but ye nche dem hu adetitru bia na budget no so ye ready no ye nche dem ni nsunsanso bi a wo budget me kyerɛ sɛ ebetimi saa de we na waka no ebɛyɛ adwuma but of course in the 120 days no na also obedu sato na ɛyɛ adwuma wanka sɛ omo be launch kaka keke ka sa keke nko de anka omaye enti ye be fa ne say 25% that's akwa say o ma Ghana fo ahu say opeso ye because we budget ni mu a gidie bi an say dan nim say ye be hu bibi papa bia if you lift ban on
salvage vehicles
and also so o mobile hu komodie no nhyɛ da enko ba bia ha so nana kufo sorry nana Akufo-Addo na ne team pan say Ghana wohwe the last time I check oman wo wiase nyina no oman makoma 5 pe na Ghana when it comes to accident kwaya nkwansia kum nipa no Ghana is better than only 5 countries in the world every year over 2000 nipa ni wu because dodo na animdifo am university for ya omonimu ngomai o ma ba bontina be chirichiri mu ama ya nyane ntie se cars na accident na ni sie ne ya na dodo na akoye sa ka agu ya ye coffee faba na se abubu ni abesoso ne ya ba abesoso ti sa ne na ye besoso no na ya na tadi nya wo kwan so ma enipa ewu sa accident no krasi a se accident ni bi o esi ni kwa se anke nipa ewu sa ba nam se na car na car ni mienu e koka bo mu no na eye car go na ya soso na ani ya penti ama na ye mo eti anu ntino Nana Akufo-Addo hu se ene ye be hu bibi de animdifo ya ken ye nkope car assembly plans no mo ye car mo no wa ha emaye omo de ose ye your 6 car assembly plans are today working in Ghana internet say ye hyemra na yetimi eba ni we no se de be ya amanfo any beba de ye ni local no so ama aboa ma economy no atimi enya nsakiraye se ye sha se ye ka bibribe wo hanuma obi o ma listen guy gini opeka ato a o de dollar beba ha ba beto ama Ghana so ye so ha se atwika no na bi busa se na car no de be de yato last year Ghana ye imported 120,000 cars sorry 2023 120,000 cars only 4,700 of them were new cars as a Ghana yen no car that na de anyanya an accident and yitimito but ko abrochime mu sanete omo honum no nipa kakra bi na edisika cash se o kwa akotoka omo ye credit scoring system and so credit score no eno na wo de kwa senkenenka of a friend Toyota we na Opel Land Cruiser na credit score over 700 omo be wo minimum say credit score do 700 you qualify for a Land Cruiser okoya no answer de wakoje say bia saloon ibi na Camry ne bi om de atu bia 500 ti o credit score and 500 okoya na wakoje so eti sanji say no and ntina mom this credit score ya be say Ghana etimi ko ye nimba you don da many mama say da bi say wo masa ka dada na ase a monche no ye gya de ba ebe de na de car mo no ba be de na car na say sentente mama obi wa boso kan obi akoton no spare parts ama wanya adwuma ye eje you don da many mama adwen mu no ye say Ghana ye tena ba bia ye tenti no mo reset de ko back no
it on the economy no o man say
ye man 15 no ko ba o munye ho hwe ba na me ka chichirim kakre say ho ye ne nya adwen papa state owned enterprises wa sha se edi hu nkomo se de be ya o mo ka tina no say Ghana for ye ni ji ayenom nsa ye reho ayenom nsa nti state owned enterprise bi a produce alcohol no ntia say obeboka me feel say okan no cream say dey okan no okan cream ba etia say state enterprises no omo yire omo
he who feels it knows it all
but unfortunately anamontuo na a good thing said the president kan but anamontuo na aba no ebetu amasa ade na aba mu no nsia dan kwa ni mu kese enti ho no ye ma no 20% economy ne de wo kan bo ma assess no buy performing badly at all
it on the average woman is saying
45.56% thank you sir enti yan call the next average
but 45 on the economy no wo hwa eye kakra
eye pa because o hwa no the second best and no the second best and no ye chair governance and I mean accountability
that say doc why your exams na ba ko unya 40 baakunya 32 baakunya 15 they say okay say what they 32 no compare 14 the second best which means it is good that say that it doesn't really but in reality no 45 no is it okay don't compare it to the other sectors.
I think say economy in sema ira don't mind mama yeah ka wo de yeah won said that mon homodern economy in sema we know the they say the economic side and they wash us and the because I
see me that's my difficulty
because I won't late me how can that be
a late ban on Saturday because man 15 we are more lecturer and non me also left ban the man one left ban be commodity also left within the man still say or didn't come also within days or be left
okay
but then
why will you incommodate left
it's a process that
that be was it within that time no be left ban no time now so one left
so you should judge him by the
lifting and not the process all the processes should have been done and the ban lifted
but this is that
there's any accountability in there because I say
but next one so social intervention
okay
correct why
social intervention
why and the part the same to kukuma
national education conference I don't know item number 9 on their list national education conference who say education one could see be on na
meeting baby na cause you see
has so much
elements na in fact na we share manifesto na okay can be or can some action some action verbs so and those active verbs na wo hono eno na you follow the as o follow hu ba ko ba da hono na ya ba ku bi o ma na I said general no mabonse now I had the incommodation asase you feel say we don't have to discount it
first free year tertiary education
ya te won komo but ubusa nkoda na obi ase won hu hwe
omo say o ma lanche my whole story be anopai say ma lanche that project no Porter. I say Omar allocated 499 million Ghana cedis for payment.
Akwa to say wako court. Na we differ.
Wakadre.
Na ya say suspended sentence.
Yes.
Etibesa na yo. Omo implementing this year. Omba implementing the next academic year.
Are you sure? Say Omar be a portal. Almost on be.
Who the read this? Who the adopt what the
and the any hono ye di akire ye hu hwe nti na ma zero no.
Process.
One the deputy minister of education no.
A park.
Okay. A park the kind of the dog to us.
And then Mahama Cares Fund and free education for
PWDs.
I also tell you who
Mama, so I launch Mahama Care.
Yeah. Free sanitary pass for school girls. Yeah. And also it's been launched.
And much zero.
That be so that one what you wrong. It should be updated because we launch it. Na mo refi na ayi kuta na. Na also.
In fact, boys Ukraine be.
In fact, I'm not too sure about that. No, I said sorry. I'm a chief for Monfanchemi.
Dr. Banoka said
zeros no hana no.
Yes.
Dr. Banoka said there's a revision.
Papa and no so papa when say amount for no.
Yeah.
Mr. Wa yenko 5 no more.
Wait.
Katota no wouldn't have given us 185.
Yes. Exactly.
And 18. If I Dr. Bano and then Wednesday work I said
okay.
Imagine the latest one there ba. Imagine updated one there.
Yeah, Monfanche any sanity. Any sanity.
And Katota near 185.
Yeah, you total near 185. Yeah, me mama be.
Yes.
In average near 23.
Exactly.
Average near 23. Fair call baby fufro. I think say yeah. Energy no job programs so coders and apprenticeship and also my launch
continuation of first one no
we energy
job and apprenticeship lifting on a banner
no not the some elements of it in the network environment
okay yes you are right
also
yes
promises no
you are right
probably a promise one it's in twofold be I and I there are about 2-3 promises
you're right,
the same
right.
one
Intina ma
energy and environment. Okay, that's right.
How no so Sane Manema I said initiate immediate steps to compensate the flood victims, including those OT, Eastern, and all those things. There, Yakeka can say yes, I'll be hunting, and that's our economic.
Dr. Said we are going to be fluid. How do?
Yes.
Any was say free first year tertiary students will no longer receive direct refunds. Clement Park. Tido Kind. Was say Deputy Education Minister, Dr. Clement Park has disclosed that first-year university students will not receive direct refunds under the government's no-fee stress policy. Instead, funds will be credited towards their second-year tuition fees. Mati. Deputy Education Minister.
Public I didn't
what the buyer what's on a okay 18th April 2025.
My main yes I'm a correction way.
Okay.
Under the social intervention and the can was a national education conferences now.
Yes.
I want about how zero.
Yes.
Pacho on
go back.
Now many we now man for the last slide na here no, the last summary no.
Anyway,
yeah, in fact, national education conference, I know you're 20% near zero. 20%.
And you thought Mr. Santi, and acquired the mount. No, the Bena, Dr. Bano Bahan, and Rechiana.
Yeah, national education, and you're 20%. And zero.
Okay.
And a free first national free first year tertiary education. And on as a young shade them you know. Okay. And social way Mahama K 73.
Because of one lunch.
And sanitary no so 60%. And women
no sanitary there is on Kamoma 100%.
And also okay Oma lunch you hot kakra no nko and go school mummy who say
Oma distributor my school.
Okay, that no Dr. Bano. We no social intervention Dr. Bano the yes presentation. And already issues big kakra. And was say apart from some call lunch na President Mahama to throw adeni if you see what the that born a form ye woman be Bɛkyerɛ and was not raising issue say I don't know a man in experience of man is one day the same date Obia on the cycle. It's every day you see a girl going through the menstrual cycle. It's no more Chinese saying it's in them modalities no
every month be
and watch it apart from launching it no ye nim school be ma almost accommodate ye no to 100 yes
ye were 24 ye were 12 ye hina wo chama on and now they more no what times nebesa aba
pad chechemu
you 20 years say
you are the more 24 and you wo the 16 the other side they say obi e wo ho or ye heavy flow no be man no, because yes, and the calculation now. The TFH, they produce you or Ghana price no 12 ni 18 cedis. Not your money year, do money 25 cedis. What you say? And the only year 25 cedis is the poorest on the market.
Ejumani nyina na why no
what akola no ye heavy flow no over no dodo osen
enya hwe wo de enya hwe ya no de ye ntimi ma ye heavy flow ni like any and untimi ye saade
I don't know who is heavy
ye ntimi
en sha de
ye be shaase ye be shaase ye de be ma
ntimi ni omo ye di wie no energy no e ho no so na anya omo anya de kra
okay
omo anya de tie ahu the total score na the man no onko my
me bacho ko energy eni bacho eni
yeah nti energy no ye man 16.67 said the yedika church mu ntu wie now the nina ekaboma oma yenko the last one total scores no the total in your man 36.2 your final verdict no na say the anything no the can say yeche emu
25
four thematic areas. Yeah, it's governance and accountability. Unya 23.13, economic research 45.56, social intervention 52 more social intervention. Energy and environment and so 16.7. And to carry in our boom now Austrake average now. Yeah, man 36 net is a F. The president Nemodemono and said that
answering. All right, it's according to IRPP and Penny Forno. Omukita the money in our boom and number 25 and Ura John Dramani Mahama who position or case obey. Or buy and also Marshall Modinachi, Ibo Hawaii, Ibo Hawaii, Ibo Wastate, Ibo Unco Babia, almost shading in Ano. On almost striking average, just a can't. Now, bomwa, baby, when you're 60, baby, when you're 25, baby, when you're 15. You're carrying now, bomb say, Debbie, it's a carrying now, bomb say, Pena, now about senior man 36.20. Now, 36.20 dear. Uko UCC, when you have to be traveling. What? I didn't go in about now. What is the one make? That's why I shall go 36 or I should be traveling. And you know how much I say wa feel war final verdict nti jo mahama we hear some bekwa koye receipt out mahama akwaba na mpacho nti wo hwe de ekoso ya before bebe omudi yemo no wan kasa on your own assessment even before I hu we no wo dam krom wo tie ko bank of focus wan kasa wa bra bom kan e bedum dokora ne bo aye dinisa ma wo hwe etisen.
Oh, briefly, my main chair a chief for now.
But over 10 years, over 10 years.
My main chair a chief for now. Now, say a prof no do or yeah, or no, he's been a lecturer for years now. Ugo University, Mama now actually on the exams. I'm marking your own 72%. University of Ghana now, I lecture a Dr. Bonfe. Donfe, sorry, Dr. Donfe Wohono. Say 72% here B, grade B.
Okay.
Say 72%. Oh man, where grade B.
Okay.
Yes. Say grade B plus here 75. The B here 70. Now watch your own a script. Wa marking scheme be a man who B. Now our university. That's a we a student. Our university. That's a what down for 4. Ewo ho obianya B plus obianya A plus now wanya A B a I'm not sure say obe jubilate ewo campus
me papa bako Dr. Dedonko was say Gordon Dr. Donfe is too generous in dispensing points. I guess nobody feels in the subject. If you feel any wara was it okay generous?
Yes.
Any pine of book.
Yes.
What should be buffy banana?
They said they make no. Me say Mahama no mama repeat bill.
Yes.
Mama na say marking your own script.
Yeah.
And no man who 72%. 72% no A B.
Yeah.
Me name say if Ghanaians were to grade him, and no me name grades on the man.
But what's we Ghana grade him?
Meba. Okay. If lecturers is so my grade no. Okay. Yeah, who say 36%.
Yeah.
But even his own grade no ya man no. Me so man who B.
B.
Grade B. B 72%.
Ono.
Nti no ye B. Oko University of Ghana be school university a me call ye. Onya B. And I me say we a student. Our down for we no mo nyina we compete in a particular subject. Now say Peter nya A, God nya A. Na me konya B a. Will I be happy with myself?
But that's your capacity, your capability, no.
The mama the capacity na wa mark no wa man who be.
Now what do you expect from a third class?
Also man ko.
Oh man, okay. Sorry.
Nte that is a grade down. Yes.
Me ba so doc near we ana Okay, but you know bit of
that is a grade mama or the amano.
Okay.
Now Ghana for home. We are looking at the Omotroye. The Omotroye, we are looking at performance of mama and Ghana Kwana Rebecca say the book yatra book mo and one say the yatra book mo and one say yeah the judge nipa. But any book no kwa buy why performance within the 120 days wa perform. It is a performance of Mahama within the 120 days na share. My ma obi am box here into one is a watchro near 25 items be say and no na any social contract. My ma is NDC for near ma be outsider or ma planning our man for to book room. O man fan share book mo. Near ma be or ma planning or my campaign or my kasasa, but they didn't put them into writing.
Yeah.
So my inbox here who into a say near more much and kwana debate assess that 25. Me yen sir.
Me know ya dream or because every before baby.
Yes.
What is your own personal
no na me baby.
Let me say.
Yes.
May I say someone at least made the insecurity.
Yes.
And I say security matters.
Yes.
And then see the music arbitrariness.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, me never knew
that's all. Negano and yet as a mama must not live by bread alone. Yes.
Of course.
Now bread no cry bindi. Bread no cry I episode. See. More say inflation about form. This is your reverse economy. Inflation about form. Then so near my boy cost.
Yes.
Metias yet. There's no correlation between inflation and prices. Said the young who know. Peter, me boy. So one was say near my boy about form.
No, I'm saying no about form.
Now inflation about form.
Inflation about form. So
as for dollar so about form and yet prices are going up. Economy will maintain here. See me O-level economists. And that be many opinion A-level or no A-level economists. Some okay.
Because O-level.
No, I see A-level.
Okay, Beshe.
Me O-level.
Okay.
So to share near man now now the almost chogu krata so no no prof the that don't feed the alcohol true. Now as somebody send a message omo you very generous. So obi say me buy me lefty ban on A. Me buy ya within 120 days no also asset committee. And no ye lifting.
There be
processes no there within 120 days. It is assumed say obey your processes in na and within 120 days no I left it. And so one left it. I didn't know me layman or me man zero. One yet. Oh, I didn't know. So taxes or more I say prof for more man 90% on.
Yeah.
Because look, my man then I will be Nepal I observe it omo very generous. 90% of my no. Say taxes me asan omo yi free mo.
Ono say PhD hold that thing.
90% omo yi free mo. Omo yi betting tax on.
Yes.
And omo yi levy. And omo yi emission. Emission no was never implemented.
But whatever it is, omo my.
E wo books me it was no omo yi free mo.
Na e papa back also Mr. Asare. Also there's a different assessment.
Yes.
Yes. Was it yes, the impact of the most of my the one to be implemented. But and to say no dear, me dear, and number two now is a raise a manage home. First one dear, I would do kind of say we should not allow ourselves to be boxed into that because there's more to life.
Yes.
As I never and I'm a panel so that
rate ben why. Oh yeah, as soon as I
it's a no impact no cry no. Me just say next time but next week in doc tax ya. The best I say the impact. Maybe to say betting tax.
Yes.
Me what that's Asare-Bediako. Minimum sports betting and minimum.
Oh, me see video bi on the Bɛkyerɛ. Papa no wo kuma.
It's a mutumo. Utwamu. Where then you what is its impact?
Me say from my ideological and religious point of view. Now come a dream say MP, you know, in the lead up to election 2024. Me say ya increase the crampo.
Yeah, I know.
But even our presidential candidate go so obey free.
Yeah.
Because of one who say politics.
Politics.
And the Ghanaians so majority of youth no more and so it makes sense.
I was about to and you back up to 11. Why?
Okay.
And one of those.
So COVID no man Once all my reason a prof no more boy until I miss a prof or very generous on my 90%. Prof no anim say Dr. Unim say COVID. If you look at the revenue from COVID, any revenue from your friend saying betting does. Extra class say COVID one. COVID because it's VAT, and no a man are buying more money. Why do you think they didn't remove that?
Hey, bro, for part of Mahama, explaining himself why you into me. Namza kwante brofo. Me come and tell you.
Wagadre brofo.
Wagadre brofo.
Mama Kachel. Now almost say because of IMF, they be them entro. IMF.
11 IMF.
In fact, the COVID levy has intricate linkages to the existing IMF program. Unquote.
Why? The
COVID levy has intricate linkages to the existing IMF program. Unquote.
Where Wagadre brofo? Messi, where you Wagadre brofo?
Na other taxes ni intricate linkage.
Ni donors eyi sikeni nyina afiri ho. Ni cash cow aka nyani onfa ne nzankoka.
Yo.
Neba prof. Menjin they say IMF. When you go for an IMF program, the only say increase your revenue. And yes, I know
yeah.
Does IMF tell you say for a condom so for tax to condom so doc me say IMF when you go for their program what they tell you say use revenue measures to increase your revenue. They will not tell you say for 10% to condoms so they don't tell you say for 10% to so they don't tell you that. What they tell you say implement revenue measures increase revenue. But say who call you increase who the condom who talk condom and last is also the tax men could blame IMF. So you cannot blame IMF say because who the COVID in the first place in the lead up to election they are not care about COVID levy. Almost COVID yariana ayeyi asa da yariana only country Ghana ni only country ayariana chuma eda so charge COVID.
Afi mi nu still here this ka
no ba first 90 days. Oja how many days? Obey from first 90 days because Ghana kwana COVID yariana chuma na eda so tax Ghanaians for COVID. Such a person oba be kan what say intricate where you Wagadre bro.
Intricate relationship with IMF conditional.
My hope say you have said directly proportional. Oh, irrevocable relationship because one revoke.
The guy.
That one fan I say I say almost all be consider in September. September no me. By that time no magis can be September because September would have been they would have finished with the third quarter.
Yeah.
No come out third quarter. No man has kakra the benya.
That's the time over there made budget no. Inti ho no be
evaluation in the account. Say new budget be by November. So Gordon.
Yeah.
So as for the omo troy no. At the omo troy no prof no more I deal with it. So let's come to the unwritten ones. No, just briefly.
Okay.
So when I talk about insecurity, oh, I'm for fear I invade. I have never seen lawlessness in this country since a year. Your friend saying, as for 92, even under Rollins, Charlie, me who's I told somebody say near my question here. Yes, certain president to be a baba be higher Ghana. Say mama no also a reset. I've seen say he's rather upgrading.
Upgrading the body.
Upgrading the bonnet.
Okay.
Bonnie are costing you now. Oko come and say, oh, we be. So they are doing more. Then.
Oh, just
because me are not generally reset in the cell. Baby, I'll cost so name Adene yet. Oh, Dregu, I start afresh. But if you come, so also obia apam obi nipa baako oba na se opam me ensan eden.
And that's why in the West.
Now, is it resetting or upgrade?
Upgrade.
See, negative upgrade now NDC or more implementing. Negative upgrade. Now, for the first time in the history of this Fourth Republic, me who say governance, say president be as Nigerians or suspending Chief Justice. For the first time. Even Dr. late President Rawlings. Oba and on say 1995 or so, on say GBA, or appointee Justice Aban. Is it 95? No, before 95. Justice Aban as Chief Justice. On say GBA is on Unifil because he lacked moral integrity in him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Even that one Rawlings, he was hesitant because this third arm of government, the head of third arm of government, he was hesitant. Even a military ruler, Obi Ayen say one Democrat at that time, or bar fresh into democracy when you know. Yemra John Ajay Kufuor. Kufuor by on say or just show petitions on you justice Akwa. Justice Akwa.
Okay, fine.
Justice Akwa at their process in the course na the thing went to and on a deal ways we are sent by Frank Ajay
yeah.
Case no buy.
Yeah.
And we are years and time. Supreme Court to cry say process now Kufuor start here and wrong and no bogu
yeah.
Ambaso. Fast track by Professor Mills. Georgina na wo kobo Georgina Wood no NDC for campaign omo ye opposition so omo back yan aneke ombeyi maame no to say the omo ye ne omo ma Professor Mills pressure sa okay say I'm not a cat hunter.
Before the occasion no a cat hunter.
Now we are a press conference. National chairman said there are many ways of killing a cat. Yes, na pressure na president or doing say look, we need to keep the unity of this country. We need to respect the three arms of government. Say Obia head of a so be very careful. Professor Mills and TNDC for 1 year. 1 year. Yeba fast track. Nana Adodan Akufo-Addo. Mami we on say Professor Azan.
Asare.
Or the petition koye. Ototwini ye.
Because na nsuo nyina.
Na nsuo nim. Nte sa Azania man or choye no. Eno na ebinom correct cycle and brought the same thing. There was no prima facie case against the woman. Ya san de aba. O mahama. What say because of Niaman Bogos Niama e de buy no. What say there was a prima facie case on the advice of almost saying Council of State, chaired by a speaker, former Speaker of Parliament, second arm of government, and our more advice. But me, I don't blame the Council of State because advice in the say Supreme Court, I can say, advice of the Council of State is not binding on the president. So more advice and say ye suspend the Mamu Wekura. It's not bound. It's not obligated to do that. But Mama no ankasa why na adwi say obe suspend him and
ahoni asem no
one na me obi enke say yeah advice no into no yes a Council of State advice no what is the advice binding
dabi open offer mati
and no suspend him no say okoka no obi say oh he followed due process lawyers because Constitution Article 146 say this is the process he's following through. Other presidents now Omoji petition you think they didn't know that Constitution were embarked into existence?
No.
Why do you think they threw out all the bogus petitions? Because you are dealing with the third arm of government. If there is no any judiciary, Ghana when there's a military takeover, there are only two arms of government. The executive is always there in the military rule. The second one is judiciary. If there's any military takeover, parliament dissolve. So the second arm of a government, check executive judiciary. A third one in the military on a check executive. So say sir, crucial organ of government, or say the head, be if you too frivolous means. Ghana for you. The way we are doing and the dismissal of army generals, I always say, Misro Magana. But we should be very careful, Misro.
He's purging the security
of militia.
All right, for a higher Wuntumi Radio 95.9 program in the Bɛkyerɛ was actually a movement television. Nami aduma echina a Mother's Day inti Mother's Day ni de basi pena Mother's Day ni International Women's Day na difference ipo bi ani omo cause margin ni na afa Independence Day kwa so basa agi afa inti happy Mother's Day in advance to all women. Afu because for match but na me ko fu
na infa na do tomatoes Akumadan a season no enya by one
lean season money
chale enya kura o papa anybody farm so no anybody farm so no eno de mentimi ya bro mentimi dia bro all right na body so jama body farm so no koko agalamse age
enti na politicians who did na so a eso hu se ten bia ni peak season ni lean season bebol mana
wonim de anti ame bisa sakwa eno baby awo eno wo kono
na say me what training me all right enti ni ye ko enkwolo so koka wo fair assessment bi so be kwa
in class reflect
that be was say na de obunira mu bia
I just hear you grada
yanko
I feel say John Dramani Mahama the second coming do oba pa
oba le sare na de
oba pa wo hu se Ghana for ntro ne na da ne ahobrase wo ye hu se krama ahobrase a wo ye bone kra o monka se o se wati lean government so wo hwe nanado time me budget any ono ne budget wo hwe agencies a ewo ase nyame adom odi obi a oye very good very or excel on through twam obi a ni body language in terms of communication eka who ne boss etie o hwe normal na o kan say obeye na the act of doing o show initiation say oye asin say waye saying waye and a soon so or man so no saying because one is that any or more call rounder or more can say or mama economy no or my stable CD na in toes back 5 CDs say banchi e bi ni ho buy any price but me train KKD say obesan ko fa buy na call radio stations ni TV station to no ama nkrofo ahu say buy buoni na ne chef na say so still otumi tua ne ka because onye employment ewo aban na ban abamu ayi na di ewo na adwuma onye ne yie obetumi anya adaja call radio station bi aka say buy na me ka yi last year say eni ho no normal bi wo ho a seasonal but we are ban you hasten in normal bi mo economy me feel say normal bi wo ho a say otena se din na uma inframa emfaso na mre eno a embe kana sem o kan say li obepi your friend say on gala yes san be gina o twantro say forest na ye lose no waje dudu o sei no obi tro post na say bomodian na fire ko sa forest we mampanyi di anim ne enko forest na ye kire say we claim na mo say the person is being disrespectful but who leads any leader na lead
leader
who say waje forest na ya ye ready say oman ye bedi wachi akoho ne akohwe say enokre no many be or kind and I think say prof no doc no very charitable to him in some of the things and adia and me who say SAS 78 million a year do
prof apart from F no see grade be any hobby
also senior and that's the ending non applicable.
No. And you see star. F star. No F star. Say just what pa failure ho. Sika ne ye adwuma wo hwe media houses be evaluation. Ne bia mano ne saa no mana utumu say ye aban adwuma ne bia so omo so. Nti ye so omo bom ho. Godon me pa twa adwuma ben pa na aban we are start. Project ben pa na wa start. Investment ben pa na wa ye. Obetumi aka say no mana a kan eso wonzunzanzo. Apart from ni 78 committees now are forming no DM pa na waye apart from
what how many committees
78
now the inaka ho eno ati dey nearby 24 hour economy
no eno
29 member presidential task force
say obi tumi call say theater yenye play anopa ene ebusa an say anye bia oni the chief of staff no ba behwe no mbetu aka na ubuafu say what police wo adwuma kra say 24 hour mrem na first no mo ye half day
sasa no okay say what she who family can
and I know me the chair na baby say no kra say president can say we
say police na police station ya pon
Mentiasi. I don't police station ya tumuda. Enti please omo wo detention ne saa that they do saa da omo kofi na next day omo ba.
Police station be no aye. Me dey me hu. I dey police post.
O hwe ni assessment ne saa no mane nyina and me baby I me take exception ni be sanitary pad na o chema ankola. O chema mema no mfa nkoye de.
Ebi omo onu ama. I think say the buffer money so.
So it's not a thought through policy. And yet thought through policy. Enti odin kola no oni mema ne mani nyina eba baby a ogada omo wo no.
Wo hwana Peter. Wo hwade.
Ogada omo no. Didn't you do an evaluation of what you were going to do? And say na make no because my sexual reproductive health ne sa no ma no. No many bi wo hwa o ya ye nya ne tra sa.
Ye de woni mu. Ye de woni mu pa.
What you say? Now the
ye de sexual reproductive health. Ye de woni mu pa
theory ko practical
woni mu.
I know papa we tire we radio so.
Na ayi me ka say ko pokware na first year.
I know why this station.
The log na. I think say who's a course be mass.
Yes.
Na say master no. Wa winning nyina gu ni team
baba
wa din nyina baba so wa charge na more than 10 years bibi gu ni team enti ye ya dan ba ko de wo mark ne down say ho no wati akwa yusu kasa kasa say wo twa papa book bi o say log na wo book ya yiri nyina wo aha la ha enti ye ya no say de ko fa logarithm book no emra enti papa no kacha boy ne say wati akwa so so calculate and they confer book ni buy if you book ya na way what na ye ne kakra and na wo to teacher no and wo to guso was adi wati me ka to say my binchel teacher ne ka cha was ka say my binchel adi ma chira and if you say you know what the trimo what is say etwe de woni mu
iti sania ne no wako any confidence and you see oye wie no or public sympathy and am be ye case we and am ye case we sania be ya it will sway the human conscience from adhere na ni 120 days activity and no sana na ono na damfo ni toto mintu edubu ahini so say okay sa agro no say asode a ene ye ni nkoy digo no me can say me pa de ka me ya assessment a come I feel say he deserve a 32%
and doc man say 39 ho
yeah
all right koka and na wono so man 36 ho and na koka so man 32 said the 32 ni 36 said that nya Peter afi ya ko messages be bri aba ekofo say almost say we should not just judge him by what he said he was going to do but we should judge him by the impact and the importance say sana Ghana for say hwehwa ana obi say Fred say what show you ba for almost the most expensive PT National Cathedral.
Yes.
What's National Cathedral? And so fast what they say what's what investigation in that ayede. Obi say
one we anka million city anka.
I hope city.
Yeah, hope I don't know one fan
It's not a private project.
That be
no.
PP.
Sky train near there.
Aye. Peter Afiyang.
But of course, even the National Cathedral, no. On say the minister in charge, Bɛkyerɛ say, so konwan kase will scamp and kobusi bi ama.
After who so fast wo?
Yes. Enti given the opportunity, no, maybe every pemu no. Omu wie audit na. I'm sure they will continue. But another topic. But you see, Godon.
Mimia.
President Mahama na.
So about 10-20.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I don't know why it's about 10-20 and then Obo Kojo Ponkroma.
Fantastic.
Ebekasa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the President Mahama na ala KPIs. Okay, some time ago, yes, say KPIs.
Key performance.
Onwa nkese ena ose oni Ghana for kwa pam. Say to abama na the first 100 days. Yen judge no based on ABCD. Ena ebre no so ye no oni Ghana for be di nkomo. So ye public broadcast 120 days no. Na TBB or kind. I say I take my promises seriously. My word is my bond, unquote, President Mahama. Say ono de ninsem bi oka no. And our promises be a make a check Ghana for no. Ofan say eye ade a eye apam between ono ne Ghana for. Ebio ebra o kire say nyoma obepe say obeye ni no. Owie no ukọ the presidency omu page of the 25 promises na what take it on the page. Yes.
Before you go on, also I was also misled by the numbering. I did also check so much jump 22.
Yeah.
So I also kept was 26 promises, 26 promises.
25.
Yes.
So what take it all the promises to why you know why? Because of all the the promises no say bi wo ha 2 3 etana I would do bofu on the taxes no.
Okay.
Got taxes no promise number 9 and also be year free. And I in fact to the why mu miensa. Ba ko no and also say intricate onye. I know no onye you.
90 na no.
The Oshepa was like a dog mumano 75. 25.
4
For the 4.
By request I disagree with you.
The other one is weightier. The one year no.
No, you see, you are not getting it. The promise was
say 4.
Say obey for nephew. Whether it be a weight ya, it be a weight, also obey for nephew.
He has way.
He has a way.
25 each.
Yes.
Okay, prof.
So
75.
Go for.
Then you know that was still on your 36 oh. On the me na mo no was on your 36 the man how.
So who? So what akwa bia say omo year exams. Objectives. And now was say obusa vigilator say question 9. Was said on hwema no teacher no share question 9 no. Vigilator no. O hwea no say EC. Na akwa ebo ntinko. Otom say was na si ni wa he. Obusa vigilator say si ni wa he. Wanim si. Peter yako.
So who?
Was na si ni wa he.
Ebio on one set ala kwesi KPIs.
Yes.
And now state ni o mama beye. And ebre no so ye no oni Ghana for abekasa. Say ni nyina wadi so. So because what touching nyina kakra wadi nkuma na odi nchichi mu aba ni ye wadi so no. And also the promises nso de a bond. Ono no onfa ni agro kra.
Hey, when you
President Mahama.
Oh, okay.
Na uhwe ebi won ma mimfun se ntro anase oni ani ni ye. Hwe the 24-hour economy asema na am say cook and mentioning say or say police station no or no makasa no be 24 hours. Okay. On his speech no. Or say I'm quoting him. Yes. Recognizing the need for the robust security during the 24 hours. No? The police service is establishing a 24-hour police unit to improve night patrols and utilize technology supported by nationwide sensitization.
Na me de ti abranti bi ade.
Me who are there me be say o campa.
Oh.
And you know what I say?
Yeah. How do? God say ono nyi ni but enya ni wanwa. But okay, that this is the national broadcast to Ghanaians on the 120 days in office. Ni speech.
It's night patrols no. How many no?
Militia for no.
And they said
militia for no. And they say I feel no 24-hour economy ni here yes, set a unit to be in charge.
Who told you there's no unit at the police?
Me I can say me madam for ma o de madam for no cry apam no.
One day so no diesel.
Massa, don't bring yourself. Don't bring yourself.
Opam police for near.
Oh, is that no? Omo ho why?
Peter Twaso.
Most of them.
No cry dey adwuma share nsa. So anye. Ye say onko ye hwehwe killings of 2020 election 2024 election.
Aye adwuma no.
Na the man no pam no.
That's how yeah.
So start here. He was setting up investigation of
Peter.
Or start here.
Peter.
Stay focused. Akoka che me be pamo.
Oh.
Stay focused the battle. Yanko.
Oh, how do I? Share. The COVID I small kan. Oh, enya nim say enya no kore. I would do mention here. Now nim so utie na ohun. Ono agitum say in fact even though the 72% not the man in fact Felix squad will say 80 to 90% because also who come page o taking nyina so o my nyina because each promise bia no some way somehow o touch it because even the investigation so-called investigations on so mo ye no or say the Ayawaso West Wagon no Azugu any air cooperate and very soon there will be prosecution and I was shocked okay on the speech anymore
and said that mkoche no
dabi but tie ne ehun say at least president wo say oti committee man ye nhwemu
we commission
ye nhwemu a na say findings no eba bontina you cannot prosecute the person
no it's committee is different from committee
no but that was a commission Ayawaso
commission. We have Ghana 50 commission.
Record in
the end, a court. The court says that you cannot punish them twice, and that committee in the findings, is indicting enough. And some person hold office. But
I think say the ruling was that time would be. Now I was times frame beer within which somebody to prosecute. So
no. Apart from
it's already a EU cannot.
Okay.
Findings.
No more never to make a court of appeal
to challenge
the findings.
Okay.
So you cannot use those findings to prosecute him because your findings against the person.
Okay.
What I said.
Professor Mafwe, Dr. Mafusiao. When he was
that was the same you saw the judge. Yana case no. President Mills NDC promised 2008 they will revisit the killing of Yana.
Almost they were even going to set an truly independent commission of inquiry.
Yes. They couldn't do. In the end, Waku commission report. Nobody call court. The court said once a commissioner finally adverse finding, it's an adverse findings which cannot be used. Go to punish with this one person on the same crime twice.
Yes.
So into talk of Azugu. So we be in court. When there's a finding for whatever reasons, whether correctly or we disagree or you don't decide, whatever, a year, you cannot prosecute him on that. And the lawyers are in fact.
Now we propaganda no more you now.
Ebio say
you don't know the DNA.
The 120
name NDC DNA.
Or say obey in apart from the killings near now. National Cathedral, any other also obey printing of money.
your favorite topic, your favorite topic.
On Promise 13, no. Because they will institute an inquiry and forensic audit in the following matters of public interest: the collapse of the banks, the illegal printing of money, illegal inflated single source contract, COVID expenditure. Now, we are on my account of the 120 days. No, or check near on my year on all the investigations so far. National Cathedral says so many. What is missing is the printing of money. Because you know why? It was a propaganda. Because because then get print on what is printing of money. As if say oh Jessica. But it was borrowing. Yes. What I say? I don't know. I'm not be entia say BOG bema aban sika say omuko ahunye ma. BOG act na e support. Now Owie no Kenfurata also went to parliament to address parliament on that, notifying them to meet up the law. Into about power no, it's a reality check. Atono. Nti strangely, my kind 120 ne account no, wa mosumpo. Because onim say no, that promise no, it cannot be fulfilled
on the Azugu matter.
Yes.
Tarzan Rokubu Bemo court.
Yes.
Macheke in his Justice Mafusau. Yes, I remember. And he was saying, Mr. Justice Mafusau advised that anytime the state wanted to prosecute people considered to have misappropriated state resources, it could resort to other investigative agencies and not the Commission of Inquiry. Now, was say Abobo Article 128 made it unlawful for the prosecution to charge the accused persons who appear before the Commission of Inquiry as witnesses with any criminal offense. Anyway, and Akoto Apaka say a landmark ruling now going for the Sobia de Yejuma. But unfortunately, we are doing as if we say I'm ready Ghana beam.
And say no. Azugu and the Azugu ya Wabema account say ASB Azugu, who was deeply involved in the violence and atrocities of the day.
Deeply involved. What judge Navy?
And no, and prosecution will start. You know, how are you going to prosecute somebody like ASB Azugu and others
based on this? They are paid before a commission.
Your attorney general. Our legal president.
They are only
they are aware.
Mrs. Propaganda.
So who? Unim. Another idea a buyer me depa a promise. Now almost some remember stress free. Or say I'm for because school. School fees free. Godon okay say Bahabeka say sa promise no it was on only a foof na nyese school fees ni nyina
ai
ama ye be the
be 500 cedis
ye the table a university bill. I'm happy say dog wa when university bill na
ama me kra me ka say nipa kwa dey di was kwa ye me ke so kavaso
edini kwa
twedinu twemu asakwa dey asem framba Edward afi Yanko,
so
afufulo.
Enti. Oh, that.
We are registered.
So I said, no, diabolic assembly. I mean, did you casa? Menfino. So, and I offer humanities. And all the courses now. School fees or mutuano is more than the afufuno. Luckily, Omu promise no share. They were Oman specified. So free tertiary education. In general, luckily, President Mahama Emmanuel account no Thierry Okayan. I say my government has taken concrete steps to implement the free education for tertiary education. And obo amount no. I say the amount 452,940 Ghana cedis has been allocated for million. Okay, million Ghana cedis has been allocated for the payment of the academic facility user fees. Afuf.
Yes. Yeah, no pay.
No pay. And so it's just a component of the
They say about 400 Ghana.
Money is 400. And all the other fees are a year. Students need to about 1,009 or 2,000, 3,000.
Obi no. Now we try on average about 8,000. Because we don't know them no kwana. So we nya me ho there. Na and so but the other it's about 5,000, 6,000.
Yes.
It will be baby me ba
boy no.
Yeah. Utuya 6,000 lego. So na 6,000 na ukutuya 6,000 we na ukutuya about 2,000. Isn't not
7,000, 8,000.
Now, because all the 400 achieve me, I was stressed. They were stressed free.
Yes.
They were stressed no every minute.
On one case any confirmation say. On no school free education on kwako tuano. Ne account to Ghanaians after 120 days. Ne say it is going to be allocated for the payment of academic facility user fees for 156,294 first year students in the public tertiary institutions for the year 2025.
So almost 2026.
Yes, that is one. Because in fact,
Clementa Park na aka.
Park. Yes.
What shows that Safi Ghana or Diamano represent the total number of students now knowing the person
knowing the from various universities.
You see, but there's even a confusion there.
Yes.
Because social me cook idea no so we are careful me say. There was confusion between whether or more the technical universities back home.
Thank you.
Or more the colleges of education back home.
Thank you.
Yes. There was that confusion. Because say
different accounts.
A be say technical universities in the colleges of education ka home.
Yes.
And later Omobeka say if you add all those, I'm not sure the figure will be.
In fact, say or the primary school for no how many account let's say 400 in there. It said they would a ball snata so
it's significant.
Any stress.
No, it
doesn't. Who's American crown? Yeah. That may can say maybe the meba.
Yeah, example
400 na example. Yeah, legon baby or new horse yeah. Was stadium nechi honum sa.
Yes. Le Mans honor money.
Me am ba.
Kwapon. Peter popular Peter base.
Kwapon ni mo pa o.
Peter. Kwapon.
Na inu kwa is about 6,000. The school fees when you are kabuma. Ni nyina kabuma na ekọ be 2,000.
Yes.
Na uko yi 400 in the frame.
400 yeah.
Na o hwe me market tua media. That's also where you stress a frame so. I think say you are insulting me.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you are insulting me.
Even Gandhi say, they're thinking he has done it. Okay, Peter Twaso.
Hey.
So that volley.
You the CEO. President Kufuor time.
Oh, President Kufuor time. Yes.
And you say hono. But I could be the see.
Sir,
That be University of Ghana.
No, I fight. Not near Central Mosque was his own Jirego, see a new one.
The first one that a war is special hostel. Yeah, quite.
So, and too far, how do you post school? Offer Oma, other offer. What is school to tell? Adam because going to hey,
yeah, quite.
Yeah, and to offer to University of Ghana.
I will cook myself fat cry. Okukumaso fata cry. All right, Yako Etibia any control Pokroma, member of parliament for Ofasia Yibi Etibiano. You need to be the Elkobo Ewa Humano. But I and then Saturday morning.
Time no crowd. Oh, okay, Utian account now. Or see they've even exceeded the promise, you know. Yeah, okay. We have significantly exceeded our 120-day promises.
Yet he gave himself 72. Hey, and then what had I run you?
Exactly.
And now if you are seated there.
Na una call
na omo twa de man omo hwe yi omo gu nani mase
na do ohia onkan
da bi onkan o
oh how
waje do hwa no akan
papa no nsem a woka de me tama yira dondomen mama o wini a obe president no na nye president na obe ne be me yase nsem a obe keka no because ota tie ni nsem a ona sidi a eko agine on ayi I mean, Mincrophia is our mom policy. Yes, now no back be free BB fiscal consolidation. I'm a scattered job. So that day budget because I mean Mohammed's budget started working first April. Yes. And then Jimmy I say, hey,
Mama has got a major start.
I know you. Mammy come as me, Miss Mamma. I know me yesterday you John Dramani Mama kind. Was it is synchronization. Of what? Monetary and fiscal policies. And I'm a citizen.
Yeah, by an assessment.
Fiscal policy. Decision about taxes and revenue government expenditure.
Yes.
So what is it?
Yes.
And a monetary policy. And no need BOG. Policy. And the party say policies are BOG.
And then the
finance ministry and then they are
in line.
They are working in harmony.
Yes.
But my problem is even they are not supposed to do that because sometimes they have to work independently.
Yes.
So the Bayers say Baku SSD especially
not Baku check you out.
Exactly. But I say also I mean harmony.
The same thing.
Within 30 days Apple.
Magic.
Synchronization.
Magic.
Yeah, quite Peter. 1 minute.
Magic. Oh yeah. And no, I'm a professor. Oh dear. Babu ating. Or my more caution.
Me battle.
Okay.
Yeah, Peter.
Share. On say o kind na or say we implement code of conduct, which is true. So now o kind code na God on. Baby on gifts. Or say the code of conduct on gifts, and I'm quoting from him. Or say to avoid the creation or appearance of an obligation, gifts in cash or kind are not to be solicited or accepted from commercial enterprises or any other organizations. Unquote. Tio code no. Or the bishop say, and Nicolas will be bia gifts, whether in cash or in kind, from any organization or enterprise.
Santa now I did 2 cards.
What was it?
And all they are share the code.
I
say more be
I no also a bit declared from so be anymore. You see,
who are the providers? Why no more channel castle?
Up to now, you
Ghana Fontaine to me bisa.
Any adubo ahinsem no any bibi because adubo was one sikabi ye de mema ne nkrofo bi to talk as be.
I know a different one. I know ye post election president elect for his security.
At that time no onyam yenso in.
Na
or president elect.
Bakas mum dey fe white one say
yeah obey dan. The chair.
That be the man dey nim.
The chair no.
Code of conduct. Was it my abiding the
code no
NJ.
I'm quoting from the code.
Okay.
1.5.2 gifts. That's the title. To avoid the creation or appearance of an obligation, gifts in cash or kind. When I mean kind there, another gift kind then can because there are other kinds that ultimately.
You can't say in kind or bad person that was here. Because I say in kind.
When you acquire, no so offense.
In kind, no so offense.
In cash or in kind are not to be solicited or accepted from commercial enterprise or any other organizations. Unquote.
John Muhammad can't say me. What can that be?
New code yeah, our publisher. Anybody can Google it. It's available.
But then you see
page 28.
I quite say papa one with Tiffy. Now I say Mufio they say no. The one able to penny more beer no one say with you. Now I'm what a chaminum bay meeting if you had a 7 o'clock. 9 o'clock. me na me bago gra ye fabitia ma buse chom adie chin 9 o'clock ye kwamba mu nyane me kwa mo break pa akwo ede me ko hangover me ba ya mani ko ai me kache bu fia ha efi na ko sune omo bia no mo nsa wo fia ha chese madada me makore me last makwa me last adura e na de eche mbra e de kwa de chese chinachimi nsa ankwe nsa no
na hu say o say
adwoma ma dey
o say the only gift I obet imagine say wako state function na state visit so because state visit yetimi cha obi a plaque anane no o say ene de ene kwa wo je a oba be declare my chief of staff
John Mahama
yes I don't know say the exchange of gift during that's the only exception no the only exception to gift you know I understand the exchange of gift during official government visits is an accepted practice and refusing such a gift may cause offense. Such gifts are considered tokens of the office rather than personal endorsement for the minister or an appointee. So the minister must submit any gift received in Ghana or from overseas during such visits. Where the minister wishes to retain the gift received, he may do so only if the estimated value does not exceed 20,000 Ghana cedis.
Medase be ma me kwa humanu said menya orabo kojo pon kroma e wa humanu so. Orabo, good morning.
Hello, Gordon.
Good morning.
Morning, on it say.
Nyamado boko alo pe ho ye die.
Nyame adom. Pacho say line yi katia na wa frame oba kono so wai.
So mate ene e be boni tew na bibia. Na enra so mi hu ayi bi se wo se wo pese wo sa akọ achemansa akọ se ye se wo ta akọ koye adwuma akra. Na you were wo ba sa baba to radio. There's no radio apart from Wunti Multimedia. Enti ne bra. Na wonu ye ntina se ye nyemom. Se na se kwa nkobo.
Ene just say anti ebi ade amen wa ho na me ba be ye wo.
Na me cho say te mama nka me wi na maka. Me anti pizza wo kwata Africa kra na yes wa brag wa ye bit rusty te bra.
Penny the penny.
All right. I was for to kojo pon kroma and the wa ahoma yusu a ye dey di kwa. It's so fantastic say he owns a radio station e wo Achemansa. Na unya free time bia wokoso akwata consolechi na wono madi ko present his usual na no ye wo Joy FM na I mean kojo ponko ma take your leave it. He's one of the best all time broadcasters in Ghana. Yes aka ene ye ba bedin komo enra ye hu say gold nsensem bi Ghanaian type publishing say gold reserves kosoro pa ye kohwe mu say enu 1 ton kra mpo afedi omo sisika bi wo hwe mu say PMMC for say from the gold bond or makoton gold be so the value to so and billions in TBN no more dey show $1 no and somebody bebre ye beba hold mo second leg no but first one is say your assessment of first 120 days of John Mahama e wa ban mu honorable
Gore me that mincha unia no telefone nyina mampani bia ni ho a ofi na ban ase a ototo ne ma ase. The first 120 days was the first 100 days. Yeah, be a born home than say Obama in Yama atuto ye. Na okay, first 100 days of Akufo-Addo buying in 2017. Nefe taxes bear 17 near year free ho. That time na a budget we na a program I did be minor for in fear 90 na the Abroni friend coordinated program for social and economic policies. No, yeah, they no so about to abonting. Na omampani programs akesia o se obeye te se free SHS ne ade ne sabre ne afiase chichere ho krata asem sese ho sikasem ne ade nyina enti omampani bia first 100 days no bon ho modern se obetoto no ne amaye na ya o setting ho target na target no se ne yetin na abehu se omampani no sebi why serious so obeye adwuma bia na se asa grobi no babedi uhwe yenua no mandisi for target o ma set o mo 120 days na o mo se ye monsem from no wo kan target ni na ya wachro mpa ne se obe launch niema o se obe launch adwumawura obe launch Mahama Cares obe launch national apprenticeship program obe launch sanitary pad program obe launch agric for economic transformation program o se den. Now, we say launch. The Jumaba. launch the substantive results be aba because launch there and you be able to me a launch mimi ndano pe bia be kona ko for launch aware wo mu fi bebre engagement wedding bebre no more launch launch ankasa de se de aban na se waye in 120 days and se wa launch niema ahobrasem na no nye niema bia obesu mu akase aban na sheda ye bi sronko bi launch de HSA de no wapa hontuma na de no wapa hontuma no questions bi always bisa first program document intifane set say apprenticeship program bi omse omaye ana 1 million coders program bi omse oma launchi ana great for economic transformation agenda ya omse oma launchi ana even sanitary pad program bi omse oma launchi first thing I'll be bisa say program document omode beye se adwuma no ewo hemfa na ukrampa wotin chenhwe no watumi hu sa mpani ampa ade we see no mbe wie no na enkwala 300 busumi bia na enya humfaso enkwala no kra de abroni fra bibi key performance indicators KPIs ye de no na SSC enuni key performance indicators no enuni regions I cover any as in program document and kire kwan abefa so because one yen is and we now cast a regional minister for any DC for nya obia de ono na dream be ne de. It's also one launch poa first there also could be a so program document ni MPP abemo no launch programmer obo se program no ni program document and a policy document there about to internet no so in the civil society for central for obetumi akofa na wakan na also to me a measure say aban no de okan na no ya na say nyo no intenya launch keke sabri ya me no ka say omo 120 days promises ne mom so be launch no ukohwe program document kwa uhu program document na wahu ne ntiase say okay we no by 3 months na achieve we by 6 months na achieve we by 4 months na achieve we key performance indicators ni scope ni nti ase de o ma launch bibi keke so enne wo ka se ho amu na start nyem fa so on say apprenticeship program no se ne wo ka se o hwe o mu a ya fa o mo ho a unya a great for economic transformation wo ka se o mu a start nyem ho fa so a unya 1 million coders program me hwe o mu a enya ho fa so nti niema no mso ma launch esan say omun chikire niema ni wie ba omu pe kwan launch bibi se de a ma ye bibi ni ntino hu program document krampo e dekire na no mpo no wo de ameja na number 1 number 2 ne say so obi se wa launch bibi a ete se de obi se wa bi adwuma bi wo baabi obi se wa bi adwuma bi na wa launch bibi wo baabi anka wo be kɔ hɔ no ana se wo be sese no wo be hu sika na asset idea taisa program na chi ena me no ka se niema omu se o ma launch no apart from the fact that medical agriculture say program document be entire chira obetimi asese no sika bi anship because abine buy and releases also yema ministries ni departments ni agencies no onye releases no inti yesi ya launch program uko agrika omse o ma launch agric for economic transformation agenda a friend of feed Ghana 1.5 billion budget no mutro wakata so ma agric minister no emu 900 million credit salaries for people in the agric sector. The akano 600 na akano mumbisa me wo fere ko poku say ye releases kana manana. Inti ye releases ikama wa na ya launch bibia show kon. It said there obi so wa be bie barbering shop amount. Na ai apaso ni blade ni ai shaving machine ni electricity ni nkonwa be use no ebi nim. Ube na ye dwuma no. Nti obi twemu ho be ka so ha na da na ye be launch barbering shop no. Abe kum na nkasa na bibia nkoso ho eno ne the next thing I was say abino man any cost say so launch program na wan fa ho akohomasika anhyimu a onye hwe omo say one of the promises is say by 120 days no na oma provide seed money for women's development bank onim do my oma choose kana ba budget no say oma provide 51 million first of all 51 million and so hwe apart from omo choose 51 million no budget ni mu no obi ani ho a this 51 million na man wa start ye adwuma say or chichiri women's development bank no inzi inti say aban na ndc for be ka onso mo de propaganda no me ya de na so ma ton kwala ye gu social media be brain to be social media TikTok na kwala ye be pages na ne kasa propaganda Uber Development Bank in fact can into 120 days near on one casa ne boa or share 120 days no do one I melon chew me discover to offer we discover to offer we say I launch no sebi and mobile the money in coffee number 2 ni almost on my launch in crampo no o ne o kasa o internet no so akọ the policy document for 24-hour economy and I said the program document for feed Ghana na bibia unya last time na a great minister interview or CTFM na city for bisa say program document no ever o so mo mra ministry mbehwe na Ghana for nyina na binya kwa akọ ministry akọ the program document answer na budget a mo de beye niema na mo so launch no kra no ebi ni ho into mo promises no crampo de enya de crampo akobe bia nti abra civil society for no area no society bia na group bit say money am say omo de even launch no kra no omo 50% pe and then na me kra me catch say launch sabi wo de kopo a unya nam sika bia so nim and na program document bia entire wo discount is 50% no by the amema kan no Bɛkyerɛ o de aban ye buy why ba de no to nchen apart from ni ono asete ni ho target nyina hu se sa target no enko ba bia no eniema akoso e wo se nka ban tumi tu ho anamo no bebre asefem obai the first thing they say pam tens of thousands of Ghana for anayama medjuma pam ma fi adwuma because we dikan abonitrim po se on kriti adwuma bia pre budget no mo de ahyem so ntumi mfankofo bia wa adwuma nti kakra na wo ho no decide say ni obepam wom na otumi de NDC for be hihye mu NDC for na ni amre won so bebre so bai wa pam first so start you know say wa ye file after 7th December he say also wa pam wa obi o wa fa no 2 years ni ade na wa pam obi aye adwuma 4 years ya pam om nyina wo NCA omo zonal coordinators ya pam om nyina and then answer school feeding for ya pam om nyina ayi na same time me hu say teacher for ya for adwuma ti omo ka feed omo bu kotojo ka kwan ho pa president Chelsea president nyina na onhwen ka bibi ntrem Mr. President convoy na mfio twemu nti eno me hu say omaba education minister wa Haruna Idrisu ene ni mzani GS director no mo try say ombe dada ombi say na krata bia ni ho ba medanya me say former GS director general odin krata ni na bigwa bontin so bi obeka say yan form adwuma bia no oboa tricks o ma fa say nti omo pamsa nkofo ni na free mu a na omo de omo nkofo aba abeshim nti titru ye koto aba ye nuanu ma na ye ka chom so ye koto aba na ye adwuma nyina ho a na omo say mebuafu ntimi ntono on say number omo pam tens of thousands apart from a hono omo pam say omo de omo na pie military we sure say so far munim the number of generals are aban we buy what pam omo fi sojam general for ya bomb be 20-25 years ye do ma ko training all over the world general bi wo ni training ye dia mano any security expertise a wo no it takes about 25 years of Ghana sika any dia training no oba not less than 15 or 18 generals wa pamom ni na fi sojam inti sika any ka ya bomb ho ye training and say general ba ku bi ampo no so the 20 years pona e be ye general now pamana general for 10 no 20 times 10 200 years of military experience and a what to because of politics in tea 20 years kwanas only 10 na wapamo 20 times 10 that is 200 years of military experience and wapamo megu apart from that no because na the time so ye na wapam no so utua no ne ex gracia puduo kese baako no kotenefia akoma ne ono ne ne yene ne mba ko soja ne dio kotenefia na kom de na udi agra asamato it is abra me no kase abra finance minister onye sikentua contractor for ontuitua contractor for was suspended disbursements to ministries no sika o mekukura masa generals be 15 years 18 years o mo apamo makotenefia no esika puru wo de se ska na beka o mo training course for the last 20 years one ya boka kwa we no dey any Bɛkyerɛ Supreme Court say no so person pam chief justice ni free o then na dynamic actually say aban no is on a path say of absolute power or executive ni mu nyinara nti opamo abisi director for ni ade of power or judicial ni mu nti opamo no appoint or no any judges wo ho ansa na parliament ya maye ni anye de yanko san pe full power wo ho nti wo kasa pe o say yemfa bia na for mecho ɛno na yɛn allow mo manya sɛ ɔmatwe break wɔ ɛhɔ na no crash still yɛnim sɛ yɛade ɔmo nya ɔmbɛyɛ ti yɛni abrɛ ɔmo hɔ nti saa 120 days yi wotwa w'ani hwɛ baabi a violence intimidation obi te no office na matwofo yɛ aba abɛbo na pam na fi ne office sɛ yɛn na yɛaba yɛn wɔ ni power 121 days so sɛ 120 days yi bebree deɛ yɛhu yɛ no ansa na contractor fo a wɔsɛ wotua wɔm nya deɛ wotua wɔm wɔsi pu sika no nyinaa bɛgu finance minister hɔ ɛnɛ finance minister sɛ minister bia na DC bia wobɛsan ne contractor bɛgye tumi krataa wɔ ne hɔ menim sɛ moate ɛno ne mmara foforɔ a waba bɛhyɛ wɔ parliament ɔbaa ne ebisa ne sɛ woyɛ sure paa sɛ mmara wei na wopɛ sɛ wohyɛ ɔse ae ne sɛ yɛde yɛbɛboa wo yɛtumfo no wantie a yɛbɛboa wo na saa mmara wei wode ahoma na ɛtetere nkɔ nti ɛnɛ yɛ mmara a ɔmahyɛ sɛ minister bia ntumi nsan ne contract gye sɛ wakɔ finance minister hɔ akɔgye permission ansa na watumi asan ne contract na ɛno no ne nsunsuansoɔ ne sɛ aban ne bɛgrinde to a halt to yɛ DC bi wɔ baabi woyɛ regional minister bi wɔ baabi wona yɛ minister bi wɔ baabi sɛ wombɛhu finance minister wontumi nyɛ adwuma bi a wɔ baabi a finance minister so obi anim sɛ one of the busiest portfolios ɛyɛ finance nti god 120 days yi deɛ menim obi a ɔbɛka kyɛ me sɛ dɔko bo aba fam anaa ɛmo bo aba fam kakra a ɛsi ne sɛ US foɔ ɛne China foɔ tariff yi nti no dollar no so ɛhwan ɛmɛbi aka yɛn wɔ Ghana ɛmɛbi aka petrol tie no na afei NDC foɔ de bɔ ɔmo safo hin sɛ ɔmo ayɛ adeɛ bebree ne kra deɛ me sɛ yɛmfa credit ne mɔm sɛ yɛ ɔmo a ɛyɛ ɔmo na ɔmo ayɛ yɛkɔ yɛ nim no kom ha yɛ a ne ɛwɔ muso nka ɔmo ne start kɔ soro a ɔmo bɛka nkyerɛ sɛ nyɛ ɔmo na ebibi foforɔ ɛnyina yɛ wɔ kurom ase nti 120 days ne deɛ menhyɛ da ne mu bi ɔbɛka sɛ apart from the abroni bɛfɛ no settings ɛne optics no asɛ ahobrɛaseɛ bi asɛ yɛnyina yɛka yɛn ho abom asɛ yɛne asɔfo bɔ mpayɛ saa settings na sɛ finance minister akɔtwitwa photos wɔ ɛdwom nti ɔne dwadifoɔ yɛ fine ne apart from saa settings no ahobrɛaseɛ menhyɛ da nhu ɛnneɛma a ɔmayɛ ma transformation bi anaasɛ impact bi aba because dodoɔ no yɛkasa sika ntaeɛ kyerɛ
I see. Honorable, the straight away, young call. What's the discussion about gold reserves and the gold bond for no? So according to Mudita, the Bakakoton and his car Abba and the Oshe since 1st October, November, December 2024, gold reserves are never. Then there was sorry now who's headlines biaba Ghanaian Times front page say gold reserves of the Ekosra. You expect to say, hey. Any be a 20 junior high pa Baba Shemuno, na negligible. You don't say.
City Ghana, your independence, BC by 2023. Now your gold reserves in Nara, 8 tons. City 1957, Ebedu 2023. Now your gold reserves in 8 tons. Now no, the cover by and say. Na se Bank of Ghana ye adwuma fini na onya mfaso a nse se bi ode mfaso no ebe ye dollar akoto abuchira na se ode be dollar to ho no na ebi a ye de kakra bi ato gold e de aka the gold reserves no ho the entire gold reserves ho hia ne se oman bi a se wo gold e da ho a gold reserves pudu e da ho a se odi obi kakra na se unya dollar nkoma na ne yemo nhihye no or the initial gold reserves no nim say oh eto de den kra betumi anane gold no kakra e de etua ne dollar ka nti pressure na ye be da o currency so no e ya swati ti 2023 abra nkofo ntokwa emu pija ya ahokyere ba wiase nyina ebi kan no abrantie bi wo ho a friend no Mahamudu Baumia PhD o hwe data na saa no say Sefiti independence bedu sa abre the gold reserves 8 tons na ka ho bi ma obi ye de obi ka na ni pakro no hyehye no dia ene ye started the abroni friend of gold purchase program the Bank of Ghana me shemo say mumfa cedis ma mo ntwen ma mo nya mfa so ansa sika ne bi ta won mumfa cedis na mo nto gold FM back currency no moto gold back currency na enema emu duro pa ye hia dollar de akwakoto no kam betumi di gold ni bi akwakoto nti start gold purchase program iwie no sign ba ko beta e chia na friend gold for oil nti oil say na fi ye koto oil a yen koji dollar or Bank of Ghana. Ye the gold ni bi ne kokoto oil because ni ye gold purchase program. Gold purchase program ni ntino. Ye gold reserves are na do 8 tons fit independence no. Between them say 2023 or say 2022 I started here. Ebe do December 2024 no. Gold in team you. The gold reserves no more peja fee 8 tons. Ebe do 30 tons. That's about 22 tons of gold. And ana Mahmoud Baumia in Shishayentino, Bank of Ghana etumi ato edia Ghana gold ho. Calculated between 8 tons and 30 tons. That was 22 tons. Now the upper amount producers among Google says here say 1 ton of gold. No boy gold 10 kilos cry $2.6 million. Do they calculate 1 ton of gold? Now multiply by 22. And only a Juma take gold board. Take gold board between MEF and the Bank of Ghana. A Juma or me no. And the page your gold reserves no ebedu 30. And no na IMF phone penny for him kaze. A deal we are mo fear see no. Ebe boama se Ghana di obi kakra na se yinya dollar nkoma na. Nani bo gold no so a odi say Ghana benya me dollar de amame ana say se obi eye adwuma Ghana na so de sika kwa ama no ni na time nso ye po a ne home prepare ne so on say sika no dollar because onim say Ghana o gold nko Ghana wo gu a enya de Ghana be short dollar ana reserves are betimi converted to dollar aban bai also no gold dance no betimi attack on this or gold board. You can say we hear new institution and sana wetimi to gold. PMMC for norm to gold, MEF for norm to be. You don't need a new institution. But as will be our to odom oka bibia kire na unti. Into omoko ahead ekokote gold board. And no ehun komo beba as time goes on. Gold board no so far yes sir.
And we are prophet ana. Wokasa as will be our told duma oka be a want no. Abrante bitime nsa kona left hole na se wo sofa broke heart ko yewu e ka tulu
because oto mu no mu ka bibia cha na no
I would mu ka tulu for went pacho makosha de BCC gold price today by weight and carats per gram in USD na ton no me the figure we the me o say 107,581,140.39 it is $107 million and
$107 million. I feel multiplied by 22. Ube Juma, Yamfa Gold Board, Ube Juma, Mahamudu Baumia, in the direction of the Maya, Juma, sa direction here. I said that to me, but na ento, the Tifu Ninasu. That's $100 million per ton, multiplied by 22 tons. Ube Juma, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, direction of the Maya. Yeah, with the bad dollar more, that's about $2.2 billion. And a Mahmoud Baumia gold purchase program. It will be $2.2 billion worth of gold in your account. 2.2. Now, I buy also a big gold board. And I make us know a home and the later. And almost your motto gold. My statement, gold do 1 ton po. 0.9 BB. In changing your reserves not significantly in any way. In fact, all kinds of medium finance post or debate to a year. Or say your gold board in Tinama currency stabilized because now you're 30 tons. The 0.9 now back on a baby. The mum no crepa and say 1 US tariff. How many China for tariffing? Because you say US dollar no, across all currencies. Number 2, the India, despite the facts across all currencies, Ghana ye the akosropa and say, gold boswa kosro on the global market into a balance of trade and I export earnings in what pija into your current account now. Your earnings no in what pija papa. Into apart from the economy with US no your earnings in what pija. Number 3 so they say. Say your debt standstill from July. You best start here because of debt restructuring. No, and the say sika bia busumi bia o say $20 million kokotu ya ka na bia say that can enko into demand for the dollar no it's what significantly and sana number 4 aban no ni payments are now also yet to contractors near the nyina no the upper bisa contractor for bebre aban ni starting payment on starting payment na contractor for once come sika no convert it to forex ubon say demand no e be san akoso into eya de passe see the nice stronger. Okay, so yeah, time there were about 3 times I see the new stronger. I said the CD is the best performing currency in the world. You can't if you could say enye no cre. So they can say enye no cre. And now say the same thing. Almost started on some mamo. Nyankopon any for you na wa say. A few months say conditions we change here. You know that na adaka. Nti me dey say CD na appreciate it despite the costs are ba. Senke to me any maybe man sustain pa na boa ejadifo ne ade a ebeboae as a propaganda we are na mode be dia etojumora
right abucha for enti nkroma member of parliament for Asare-Bediako na motise mene ne edi nko na kojo nyame adoma ekina nyame adoma ekina ye tiesi mukrom ho no mo sem se ye wo centenary celebration bi a yedie ye kwa de tete but ye be surprise nyame adoma ekina the late na Asare-Bediako the late na Asare-Bediako the tell me nya na wan boka ho asem straight away nyame adoma
the zone is century ni o se me my rusty udira enti uri ka
enti nyame adoma ekini kwasie akokwaso anema kesi bi ekoso na Asare-Bediako no to so miensa we film dada 100 years na ne maafo ba be hye ne munyam enti nyame adoma ensentro for namfo awudu bahama onyam bo kina wo baby Peter
na Asare-Bediako ohen bi a oboa en papa in fact he was one of your visionary ahemfo one of your visionary chiefs to say suku sem akwan sem ne ade one of the very first people even as far back as 40 years ago, maybe 50 years ago, no. Now, Oma clear direction say, I will say, I may any court to say school 70. I could senior high school in Kikani Adini Nano, would be more cotton say, a very na ye be a homo. A quite be a moma pens or mudi can boa me try a nefiti kumeni, nefiti kede, a bako was or fakumeni forest, never quite be see. Maybe DMP following on a near man and Asare-Bediako di Guaquemono. A can be a ma yako prayer, Sakwan, is yabi quine for four between Akokwaso and Kedi. Into your China Union Benyanano. And how home befa a friend is saying, as a man case is a befa as Sania before down. Udu as a man case a Chumuko Fakutia, Nabidu Kedi. If you a brand new road at that forest nimo, do befa fiti Kedia Babidu Akokwaso, a quine and Asare-Bediako. Any fiase eye ho adwuma ba na wo poni mu forest ni mu ebidu baby kwa na obi antimi mfaso eno na nne Nyankopon adom yetumi abie no kwan foforo na the inti a celebrity among other things ne say ne vision no na a bold vision even enne very relevant nti ye peseja ye se na nyonyam na so ye kai ho ni sua bibi fi adwuma pa no efiase eye ne mu
ti na mi adoma mo behu ye se ye she ntade fitaa na ya ba so no former Eastern Region chairman of MPP Uru Abenso o se ye chia no nyame adu e beba why
mate ye be hwemani
all right nebusa for NT Kojo Ponkroma former Minister of Works and Housing former Minister of Information now member of Parliament for of Asare-Bediako na ye no edi enko na ye ka say any public post say the messages are ese kakra say mu say so nti MPP will be to say Kojo Ponkroma ya hwan wontimi ni in debate with wiase MBT no yet the party was suffering war in terms of communication no na structure no yes na form with the time no MBT doc pacho my mama just 3 minutes be never wrap up war enkobo na yedie no doc
okay we the minimum ya ye na mwasese eja mwatimi anya opepa atie ye ne so the na yewura John Dramani ma 120 days ni echese enema okan se obeye enye de Ghana pe actually name do no ni nsusu mu hu se Ghana pe no ya okan se obeye no ye de to ye carry ye de to send your friend send so right yeah ye hwe ye no chese anhye da enso ni papa enema bi a wahya ase a tumi no yahwe ya ebedi Ghana dempa ene se enka ya amammu no ya wade bi efe ne government ene ya wade bi efe ne state ya kase state a oman no ene ya kase government ye nipa ku bi a omuwo tumi na omode run the affairs of the state enti government ni state enya de kro ye ne ayeye oman adwuma no brofokasa me frɛ public servants and civil servants ti ye ne aye provide public and civil service no ye dɔɔso bi ye teacher for a police for hwan mo ye ne no ya na Ghana mamra no boy ho ba se wo ye aban na wo ba eni kwa se wo yi di ye wokuo organized labor ne ade a wo so ya wo gina mu kasa maye ne de na abai ede na abai a abawe ba ye wode nani asi oman adwuma fo so ono ya abai adwuma no ye ka so bi ya abai adwuma obi a oni governor appointee oba ye ministers a wayi omu 32 ministers for the regions ya emu 16 ye from ministers emu 16 aka eso mu ye presidential staffers in charge of regions omu no na abanfoforo bi ba o tumi so obeyi omu adi omu no mu ye abai adwuma ye ne ye oman adwuma ye public and civil service no ya adwuma no ya se abre omu wayi bebrebe adi no se ya hweye na wa Ghana Ghana mpanyimfo no bia so miana no ama obia ti wo se yera John Dramani mama de wo ye no nkoso nye se ya hweye na se saa nhihye no koso a de ebesini ebeto mire bi no abanfo froba no so kase onso ho be ye more than de yera John Dramani mama ye ya ene ebekoso amana koduru mire bi a aba bi a eba ordinary teachers na beba aba bi a eba ordinary doctors na beba ababi eba odina nurse for na beba the lawyers and the judges na saa ne ababi eba odina judges beba se saa di no so koso a ebedrum rebi ne yakoto aba enye oman no ho na obi dwuno na emom na dwuma a wa hwe ya dey obelusu se me ye lecturer na se koba se ababi eba odina lecturers ba na se me ababi aba na se menya kwai na edem ye lecturer ye koto ba me ade bi a me ya aboa ma ba na adai awen power bi an meye eno na ya hwe ya minuanom anu si sumina so na akofa civil war ba because ko do 7th December na enya abanse sa na ehia obi na emom na dwuma wa hwe ya adai obelusu eno se kan twe nyina ba amanfo betwe dia protect o madwuma nya ba o di protect na dwuma ti sa niema na yura John Dramani ma asase na ahwe a ye shares this dispensation ase no ye hu bi da obi aba abanse san ba ye hu se nipa mako bi dunsu o madwuma no kre na se bebrebe se de yama order ye nyi ho na de yempam mu no ye hu bi da na ye ma reho se ena Ghana mpanyimfo ni nyina mia o ma no mpanyimfo mo kan bi ewom se ya ahemfo se ye Christian Council se ye Catholic bishop ye nyina mentie me se mentie me na mentie
na se wan ti se as bishop o ka se president mama galamse nsensem no
da binya galamse na meka ayi public and civil servants ye yi edi
ye be ba ye o se kan do mo ba sha quarterly
ene mo rantam menye ya kika kwa
o ye be ba Roma ye ba
enye eti dota zo fe na wo de na aba woka tiflo ni enko a minute